We didn't do as well as we expected last season. We didn't make the playoffs, but we hope to revamp the team and make sure that we can compete in the long run. I think there's a difference when people ask owners, what do you want to do with a basketball team? There's a difference between I want to win versus I want to build a winning mentality and culture that's sustainable. Those two are very different things. You can't, if you want to be just win now, you could ruin your future by trading away all of your assets and just win now. But I think what I wanted to do is, with the Brooklyn Nets is to take a longer term approach and build a winning, sustainable winning culture.
Well, the same philosophy, I'm sure, for you for running businesses as well. So can we expect?
Yo, what's good, y'all? It's your boy AJ. It's Rage. We're day two.
For the first time ever, we get a day two in an NBA draft.
We're back.
Hey, let's see what's up. We ain't do nothing yet.
Make sure you guys hit that like button. If you're watching on YouTube, hit that like button for us so we can get up on the recommendations. If you're on Twitter, hit that heart for us. There's crazy news coming in. Round 2 is getting started. It's gonna be interesting. I know, and don't judge us because we're NBA nerds. Just because we're NBA nerds, drafting round 2 at 3:49 p.m. on what's today? A Wednesday, a Thursday? Don't judge us. Just don't judge us.
Yeah.
Don't judge us. But yo, real quick, that Nuggets news. KCP is denying his player option. So do you think the Nuggets are in trouble if they lose KCP?
I think it'll be very interesting to see what they put at that to help and fill his void. I don't think it's necessarily out of the realm because I feel like players are going to want to play for the Nuggets. But KCP is a vital part of their team. A 3-and-D wing is very important in today's league. Yeah. And he's been there. You know, he was there for the championship, and he was there last year too. And he's, been able to be there and be a consistent piece for them. But I think now they're going to have to look elsewhere because if he's going to want $25 million a year, and they just paid Jamal Murray, they're probably going to want to look somewhere else. But they could also get somebody on a smaller deal, maybe already on a deal or something. And they figure out something, and they get a guy that fills that. Denver's won a championship, so they seem to know what they're doing over there.
I feel like he's very crucial to that team, bro, because he does the little things, and he every time I think about KCP, I'm thinking about like those series against the Lakers where he affects the game. Like he just hits timely buckets in the fourth, and he just plays great defense. And then I was seeing some of the other teams that I think I was watching. Shout out to Keith Smith's pod. He was talking about KCP possibly going to like an OKC or an Orlando kind of team. And I'm like, he's that type of wing that he can just play anywhere because you can just fit him in anywhere because he can hit threes and play defense. So
any team will use a player like that. Anybody.
Yeah, he could just slide right into the rotation. Yo, shout out to Alex Brunner. Thanks for the stream. Yesterday was great. We're streaming today. We're interested in the second round. Like I said, we're NBA nerds, so we're gonna be here. Like, get some popcorn, get your food, get your drinks. If you're coming home from work.
If it was last year, we would have probably streamed it too. Honestly, we've kind of been on that type of time, and now especially it's so much better because we still have moves to make, and at least we're not we don't have a pick and we're in purgatory. Now we don't have a pick, but signaling towards moves. Although we do tend to see the big moves happen, and then we hear a lot of smoke that we're not done, and nothing happens. So we'll see what happens. But Mikal Bridges trade also still needs to be finalized. So another thing that makes streaming,
makes it worth it. That's a good point you slid into. Because the Mikal Bridges thing, right? And we talked about this yesterday. Like, Saint kept bringing it up, like, the deal is not finalized. There could be some moves going on, and then we got that report by Fred Katz. Oh wait, I got another alert. It says Orlando Magic could offer. I was just saying this. KCP 50 mil total over 2 years. Here come the notifications. Jake Fisher, OKC has a deal in place to swap number 52 from Golden State with Portland for the number 40. OKC, look at Sam Presti, always making moves.
He's still going.
KCP, yeah. Or was I talking about KCP? Oh, no, I was talking about Mikal Bridges. So the deal's not finalized, and then we got that report from Fred. I think it was Fred Katz, right? he was like, "Oh, the Knicks were looking towards ascending because they need to drop salary." I knew this would happen because since I think McHale is making more than Boyan, if I'm not mistaken, right? So yeah, so they would have to add on salary, which hard caps them. So they have to dump. They're gonna have to dump salary. They just gave OG the fucking big bag, 42 million a year, and then you got McHale, and then they're gonna have
They're
to drop
still hard to
salary
sign.
somewhere.
They're
Yeah, if
still
they
hard
want to
to
drop
sign.
iHeart, if they want to sign iHeart, they're gonna have to drop salary somewhere. So McBride might be the casualty. And if you were watching us, I think 2 days ago, Jay was talking about the reason why he was upset with the deal is because he wanted Sean to press the Knicks about McBride instead of giving us back Boyan. Like I don't know where I guess the Boyan was just to match salaries, but in hindsight, looking at it, if Sean wanted to be petty, which he still could be petty and be like, yo, give me McBride right now. Like I'm not giving you Michaelis, you give me McBride. You know what I'm saying? And I know we got our stack of picks from the Knicks, but the good point that Sean could box them in is because we already have our 2025 and 2026 pick. We could still tank. You know what I'm saying? So it's like he could tell the Knicks GM, like, listen, give me McBride in the deal, or we're not getting McHale. Like, and I think they would fold and do it if they really wanted. Like, I think they got to dump him.
Especially in a deal like that, like if it's just adding McBride onto a team like that they have,
Yeah,
they're just gonna have to say, well, all right,
um,
we'll
yeah,
give them up.
yeah. But if the Nuggets lose KCP, I think that's a very, very crucial piece for them. Like, I don't think they'll be this. I just can't really picture them without KCP for some reason. I don't know. Is this just me? Am I bugging? Because
It's just interesting because like
Mhm.
once they made the finals, that was the year where it showed that they were actually a great team, healthy, and who they really are. So KCP was there for that. So it's hard to imagine what they would be without him.
Yeah,
But there are players that can fill a void and fill that void and provide what he was providing because ultimately there are a lot of 3 and D, players that get playoff time and are in this league. We know the saying that wings run this league.
yeah. He
We
just
know that bigger, taller wings, skill wings, or just guys who can shoot and play defense.
yeah.
That's what you look to, and that's that's what we look for.
Shout out to I'm gonna shout out to some of these people in the chat. Shout out to Daniel Barry, was good. He said Claxton not a bad payday. Yup. Shout out to Joseph Saunders, was good. Alex Brunner, what's up? And Guy said, what's the best package we can get from CJ and DFS? What do you think about that, bro?
Ooh, so
Mhm.
we saw the Kings make a trade with the
Yeah.
Raptors. It was
Davion Mitchell.
Jalen McDaniels
Yeah.
and some other, like it was Sasha something, right?
Yeah. They gave up. All right. The
For
Kings gave up
Davion Mitchell.
Davion Mitchell and
But the thing is, in
yeah.
that Kings move, Jalen McDaniels isn't that good, and then there's Sasha.
Yeah.
So Jalen is making like 4.5 mil
Yeah.
and didn't play much at all. You could move off of that. And Davion Mitchell, they were able to just move off of, but they have more salary now and they have a roster
Yeah.
spot.
Let me read what he said. Yosi Gosselin said the Kings open up the 12.9 million non-taxpayer mid-level exception with this deal, but will need to reduce more payroll to comfortably use it while staying below the luxury tax. So, it says here he said they needed to reduce payroll after re-signing Malik Monk since it pushed them up against the first apron. They're now 7.3 million below the 171.3 million luxury tax line. So yeah, so it looks like they're trying to dump salary, I guess, because of that Malik deal, but I don't know. I mean, there was smoke yesterday about CJ going to the Kings. This morning we got an alert about CJ. The Lakers are interested in CJ. I think there was like 4 teams. It's Lakers, Kings, Pacers, and somebody else. I forgot who the 4th
Yeah,
team is.
I should have had that pulled up, but that'll
Yeah,
probably
if
be on the dunk site. So go ahead
if
and
you're on
let me
stream,
know
let
right
us.
now.
If you're in chat, let us know who that other team is. But I know it was Kings, Pacers, Hornets, Lakers. That's what I think it is.
So it says, yeah, all I say is I saw Lakers.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Kings, Pacers, Hornets, Lakers. So those are the 4 teams interested in Cam Johnson allegedly. Um, but if we were to give Cam Johnson to one of those teams, I just would want either I would want a first in 2025 or I would take Rui would be nice. I would like Rui, but hey, I don't know.
You gotta see what you can do. Get the best deal available,
Yeah,
and there are pieces on that Lakers squad that you can look towards and facilitate a trade with, and that help a rebuild. They have players like that.
yeah. I seen people talking about Nembhard too, trading for Nembhard, but I don't think the Pacers are gonna try to like. I don't know if the Pacers want to give him up.
Yeah, he was a vital piece for them.
Yeah. Jonathan said he need to trade CJ to Indy for some seconds and Matherin. I would. That's not bad. That's not bad. I mean, I think Matherin's too good. I mean, do you think the Pacers want to trade him? I think he's too good for them to.
So if they were to go in a route where they wanted to get like another star, I guess Matherin would make sense for a team that is trying to like trade off a star or whatever they're trying to get rid that the Pacers want.
Yeah.
But if they want to stick in like the route that they're going, which is interesting because them and the Pacers are not them. So the Pacers and the Magic are two interesting teams to me
Mm,
because I didn't expect them to, really show out like the way they did.
yeah.
But it's just where they go next. And Indiana could it makes sense why they'd want to keep Mathurin because, he was a solid player for them. But it just depends what route they want to go. If they want to, they could stay put. It would make sense why they'd want to stay put after a season like this and just see how it goes. But he would also make sense as a trade piece,
Yeah, he
being
does
that
make sense as a trade
high.
piece.
He was picked a little bit higher. He was picked like 7 or something like that, and he's providing.
What Neymar did in that playoffs against the ball, I know they got swept, but remember when we was watching that game, he was cooking and like his ceiling, I mean, his rise could like make them like, okay, we might be able to get rid of Matherin. Like if Neymar is doing this, you know what I'm saying? Shout out to Brooklyn Nets. He said, "Yo, AJ, you think we're gonna get a second round pick or get an undrafted?" I hope so. I mean, we should. We could buy a second round pick, or we could like somebody said make a deal. And I'm not opposed to like getting rid of CJ for some second rounds. Like it don't have to be a first for me. For the one player I think it has to be a first is Dorian. We should get a first for him. But for CJ, I think it could be a couple 3 or 4 seconds and a good player and a young asset. I don't really care, to be honest. How you feel about that, bro?
Yeah, I think
Yeah,
a deal for CJ like that could make sense.
yeah.
It's hard to say whether who like has higher value,
Mm,
to be honest, because CJ had the stronger season in terms of stats,
yeah.
but Dorian was more stronger on the defensive side, and I 3-point percentage, I think CJ had him, but the defense was obviously kind of night and
Oh
day.
yeah, Dorian. You know Dorian locks up. He's probably like outside of Clax, he's probably our second best defender.
It'll
Dorian is
be
like, yeah,
interesting to see whether we want to trade in future drafts for firsts or we want to
mm,
trade for like seconds and players now. You could go either way. I just it would just be crazy to me to think that we wouldn't pick it all in a draft.
yeah.
I guess there is the undrafted part, and we've heard that we've been looking towards the undrafted players. I saw we were like, oh yeah, expect the Nets to be in the market for the best undrafted point guards.
Yeah.
So we'll see.
Yeah. Yeah. It's like I understand Sean wants to get the best value, but you shouldn't really like hold these guys hostage, bro. Like if you can't get a first, just give it up, bro. Like I don't know. I just mean like if it comes down to it, you still have the summer. If it comes down to it and we're about to start the season, like I don't think you should hold these guys hostage. Like get them out of here. Like there's no point.
Just they just need to be gone by the
Yeah.
time the season starts.
I'm
By
just
the time we're playing regular season games, they need to be
yeah.
gone.
Let me know in the chat if am I bugging? Like I'm at this point like I'll do anything to get Scam Johnson off my team, and I'll do anything to get like these guys off. Like you know what I'm saying? Like I want value, of course. I'm not stupid. Like I'm not gonna be like I'll take him, I'll give him up for anything. But I'm at that point where it's like the deal doesn't have to wow me insane. Like oh, it doesn't have to. I'm not
We don't
expecting three
need
first,
to.
two first rounds for
We
DFS.
don't. We're not saying get rid of them and attach picks to trade them. Just
Yeah,
if you can get a solid return for them at this point with the route that we're going and the amount of first round picks we already have,
yeah,
you'll be okay.
yeah.
But
But
obviously, it
Drake's
would be nice to get another pick in like another first round draft, like or 2026. But The problem is, like Cypher said last stream, is that it'll be hard to develop 5 first-round picks all in one draft, all in one year,
Yeah.
trying to get all them right. Be interesting. But obviously, some players you send to the G League. That's the good part I like about being able to draft quite a bit in some of these drafts with so much talent, is that the players that aren't ready to play now in the NBA, you can develop in the G League. Like, you can have players that are ready to play. Like, if say you get Cooper Flag, and then you have another player that you have like Noah Clowney in the G League. You know how nice
Yeah.
that would be? I'd
Yeah.
have a draft where you get a guy like Cooper Flag and Noah Clowney in the same draft.
That'd be fire. Hey, yo, we seen Sean do that before too. Like, didn't he draft like 5? Was it 5 that year? Remember the Raekwon
It
Gray
was
year?
it was so we had 2 first round,
It
3. We had
was
3 second round picks.
yeah. It
We had
was
5 picks in that draft, in that
you got yo. Let me know in the chat
2021-22
if y'all remember that when
draft.
Sean drafted like 5. You got Raekwon, Zagorowski. Who else was in there? Was that the Kessler draft? That might have been the
It was
Kessler
the
draft.
Kessler draft. It was the
Kessler.
Kessler draft.
You
Yep.
know? So we've done it before. Don't act like Sean hasn't done.
DDJ was undrafted.
DDJ, it was mad heads. We drafted, and we weren't even a rebuilding team back then. We still drafted like 5 people, and we weren't even a rebuilding team back
We
then.
just never played David Duke Jr. We just never
Yeah.
played him.
Yeah, Reggie
Reggie
Perry.
Perry. Oh, we know about Reggie Perry. We know about Reggie Perry.
Yeah.
Norvell. Oh my
Shout out
goodness.
Cash. What's good, Cash? Yo, Cash, if you want to pull up, just DM me, bro.
That's
Somebody
a
said
PFP.
somebody said, do you trade Dennis Schroeder? Yes, I was talking about somebody with that. Like, he's the only vet that I know, like, people are like, we need just one vet. He probably would be like the only vet I would keep. Like, I know Ben Simmons is probably, if we can get off of Ben Simmons, then I think Dennis would be like the only vet I would keep. Who's the only vet you would keep, bro, on this team?
Would be interesting. It would be so. I would love to see how Ben Simmons does this year. I would love to move off of him, but imagine he plays like good, and then you're able to move him in the trade deadline.
Oh yeah, that's the thing. Like, all right, if Ben is the one vet we keep, it depends. Like, it's like basically, but it's just his contract is so, you know what I'm saying?
The
But hey,
good
we'll
part is that we're already expecting to lose anyways.
yeah, we're expecting to
And
lose
although,
anyways.
yes, we would just be cutting our losses with just giving him up,
Mm.
think about how much money if we're just preparing for next year and drafting in the top 3 and having a bunch of money, it's okay to lose Ben Simmons for nothing at
Yeah,
this point.
if everybody on this, all the vets are gone and Ben stays, I don't really, it won't really matter to me at the end of the day because he's an expiring, and then it depends. It's either he's going to be ghost during the season or he's going to play well. It's like you'll get to either of the two, and we're going to be
It's
tanking.
just $40
So
million is just beautiful to have
yeah,
for another year to spend on players that actually will play for you.
yeah.
To
Oh
think
yeah,
like obviously you just might be losing Ben Simmons for nothing. That just means you lost the 76ers trade bad. But so did they. I mean, they didn't really get anything, but they just traded James Harden, so maybe
yeah.
they got a little
Yeah,
bit
they
back.
did. Oh
But
shit, are we on the clock now?
now we're in a hole. Yep.
Yeah. All right, so who's on the clock right now? I can't even see. I just see the time. I just see it says resumes in 9 minutes. Yeah, if you join us right now, we're just covering this second round. Hit that like button. If you're on YouTube, hit that like button. If you're on Twitter, just hit the hearts for us. We're just gonna react to. We're real NBA nerds, so just don't judge us that we're streaming the second round of the NBA draft. You know what I'm saying? Bronny, the big questions is Bronny. Flipowski is another one. Nikola Jursic.
Did you say Tyler Smith?
Tyler Smith. Is it Tyler Smith
Tyler
season?
Smith.
Tyler
Tyler
Smith
Smith.
season?
That jump
Yeah.
shot is ridiculous. That jump
Yeah.
shot is insane.
Yeah, Tyler Smith. I'm gonna go over the list I put up. I tweeted out this list today. Because me and Rich was looking over prospects today, and we were just like seeing like if Sean, I don't think he's gonna do another center. Like it depends if he moves Dayron or not, but I don't know. I think he's looking more towards a wing and guard, in my opinion. Like I think that's where he's
If
gonna
he has
like.
Dayron in the plans, there's no point in drafting center if there's a bunch of solid wings available.
Yeah, exactly. So I have Tyler Smith. Tyler Smith, if you watched our last stream, the oh my god, bro. Tyler Smith just jumps out you with the screen because of his shot release, his mechanics for his size. I think he's around what 6'9", 6'10".
Yeah.
his mechanics is so quick, and then like he has a quick ass release. Very interesting prospect at that wing position. And then Nikola Jursic, he's just like, talk about more about him, bro, because you saw the videos on him. He Nikola Topic kind of similar, or they're just like different?
It's actually insane with the way he plays because he did play with Topic
Yeah.
Internationally. And he's like a 6'8" wing who can do almost everything. Like he can pass, he can shoot, he can score at all 3 levels. His turnover numbers are just
Oh yeah, that's what
awful.
it was. His turnover numbers.
Awful.
Yeah.
That
Yeah.
is his problem. There's still some things he can get better with on the defensive end. That is another place he can improve on. But the way his skill on offense just jumps out to you. And the turnovers definitely do too.
Yeah.
But if you're a team that's rebuilding and you have plans to try and really develop these guys, that's definitely somebody I think you should take a shot on.
Nikola, yeah.
These are things
Nikola,
you can get
yeah.
better, but being a bucket getter and being able to do everything offensively is
I,
just not something you come by.
I
And
was gonna say that
in the NBA he can find his role and find what he does best.
the thing that I think Topic has over him is the playmaking too. Like I feel like Topic has really, really good vision, and just Nikola's vision is like, I mean, the Surgic's vision is not as good as Topic. It's just that's my opinion.
He just tries to do too much. Topic just has better control of the offense.
Yeah,
That's why we were talking about Topic so much, is that it's just his control for an offense, for a pro being the age he is really inspiring.
yeah. Shout out to Cash. Cash said, any of those guys, Furpy, Smith, Bona. Yeah, I've seen about Furpy. I had more Googles on him, but Tyler Smith, yeah, there's a big Tyler Smith season all over Twitter, and that's Twitter right now, man. I think I'll take Furpy. I gotta do some. I'm going to look him up real quick. It says 5 minutes. Okay, so 5 minutes until it starts. I guess that's what. But we're watching the NBA draft. If you're tuning in with us right now, shout out to Kaiden. He said Tyler Smith could low key swing between center. Yeah, he could. He could. He has a big enough frame to be in that small forward power.
Cam Spencer, that was another person
Yeah.
that we were talking about.
Oh yeah, Cam Spencer. Yeah. How you feel about him, Cash? Because when I looked him up, he is like 6'3", 6'4", but I heard his shooting is like insane. They were talking about he's like Corey Kispert, Max Strus. That's like his type. That's like his type flow. So I know the Nets worked out with him. So I don't know how you feel. I just want like if we were to get a shooting guard with like a guard that could shoot would be nice, but I kind of want somebody who could pass too. So I don't know if Cam Spencer could pass. Oh, he said flamethrower. Yeah. Yeah, he got the scat. I'm not gonna lie, he do got the scat. Yeah. Yo, shout out Keith. What's good, Brody? Yeah, if you tuning in, we're going over the round 2, the draft. Couple of Nets thoughts.
We gotta wait 4 more minutes. We gotta wait 4 more minutes.
We gotta wait 4 more minutes till we on the clock. We'll see if Sean Marks is in his bag. He could buy a pick. He could trade in. He still has options. We don't know about the McHale deal. It's not finalized. The McBride part of it is interesting. I would love McBride.
I'll take him. If we're rebuilding, if we get McBride, I'm okay with keeping Dennis Schroeder. But if you want to still keep Ben Simmons, Dennis Schroeder's got to go. If you have McBride,
do you think Sean's gonna press the wheel about that McBride situation, or the Knicks are trying to pivot, find another team? You know what I'm saying?
Considering they still have to move off of more salary and the way their team is now, I don't think a guy like McBride will hold up everything.
Yeah. I don't think he'll be the hold up. Shout out. Somebody said Denise.
Maybe the Knicks have a completely different perspective.
Yeah, because I know they gotta dump somebody. It's like if they can't keep everybody with this salary cap. Unfortunately, they can't. Shout out to Ray. He said Denise Jenkins. I gotta look more into him. Mark's bag, I got a hole in it. He said Mark's bag got a hole in it. Shout out to Mickey. Cam Thomas is dropping 60 on the Knickerbockers this upcoming year. Yeah. It's Cam season. Like Cam's gonna shoot. He might average 30. How much? What's your Cam Thomas stat line? Give us your Cam Thomas stat line, Rage.
So I think we're gonna look at
Yeah, give me your Cam
20.
Thomas 2025 stat line.
We're looking at 28.2. 28.2 points per game. We
Sheesh.
got 2.4 rebounds per game.
Mm.
And we got 4.3 assists per game.
Okay. We saw that jump from Cam with his playmaking. You think he could get like he could hover around
He
that
could do it
5,
if he's
6?
running it. If he's really running it, he
Yeah.
has the ability to really do anything with a team like this. If and then obviously we still got to see how Jordi Fernandez does with everything and what he decides to do with Cam Thomas, but all indications lead to it being his team. So if that's the case, Cam Thomas should have the ability to really be able to score, to pass, and to make mistakes. It
Yeah.
happens. But we're in a
Yeah, I
rebuilding
agree.
year. We're just looking for the improvement. And if he has a little bit of mistakes, that's okay because that's what happens. It comes in the way. But if we see if we see that improvement and that improvement and that improvement, it just makes 2025 even better for us.
Yeah, I agree. Yeah, that stat line's gonna be crazy, man. I mean, I don't think he's gonna get no all-star, but he's gonna impress. Like he might have a game where he dropped 50. Like it's gonna be like that. Like he's gonna have one of them games. Yeah, so I'm looking up Denise Jenkins right now. All y'all, every player y'all look up, every y'all tell me, I'm looking up now. So seems like he's St. John's guard. Oh, St. John's point guard. Okay. St. John's point guard. Denise Jenkins. I really think that Sean's gonna go wing if he does get in here. I think he'll go wing guard. So the list that I had that we worked out, I know Trenton Flowers is on that list. He's a wing. Jalen Williams is on that list. He's a wing. Who else on that list?
Jursic,
Jursic.
Nicola.
He's a guard. Oh, he's like a wing
The
too.
other one.
He's a wing. So it's like I think he's gonna go wing or guard. I don't think he's reaching for a center. Tyler Kolek, I remember him on Marquette. He's a very good he kind of reminds me of like Marcus Zagorowski a little bit, but just a better shot, better shot creation, and he's like that point guard that just knows what to do down the stretch, and he can settle everybody down. Tyler Kolek on Marquette. Yeah, he can settle everybody down. He can play make. He can hit big shots sometimes, but he's not a guy that I'm fiending for. He's a okay player, but he's not a guy that I'm fiending for. Shout out to Jacob. He said Cam either gonna be James Harden or what? He said James Harden or Jordan Poole. that's a crazy comparison. Yeah. Nah, he's gonna be good. CT's gonna be good. He's gonna take a lot of shots though, as he should. We're tanking. We might as well go down with this ship. Cam can definitely have around 5 rebounds per game. Girth and tonnage gives him the ability to box out his size. Pause. Yeah, I mean, I think now that we have Clowney and Claxton, like Cam Thomas doesn't have to worry about that rebounding anymore. Like it depends what they do with him. If they're gonna put him at a point guard, or they're gonna put Dennis or Ben or get a second round point guard. I think he doesn't have to worry about rebounding. He's just gonna have to worry about scoring and getting his play and developing his playmaking. I think that's what Cam's gonna worry about.
That's what we're really looking towards. And if he can develop in those aspects,
Yeah,
we'll take it. That's what we're looking for.
Because that's what we're looking for. Yeah, Jalen Williams. Yeah, he was on my list. I like Jalen Williams. I feel like we need somebody like athletic like that, and he's like a 6'8". He's athletic and he's 6'8".
Another forward.
Yeah,
Another
I like
forward.
Jalen Williams. He was on my list. So if we get Jalen Williams, he also worked out with the Nets earlier. I think it was in May when I posted it. Did I post it in May? He worked out with the Nets a little bit, a couple weeks ago. Where is it? Damn, I think the other Jalen's gonna come out. I gotta put Auburn. The reason with Jalen Williams, there's so many Jalen Williams in the NBA. That's why I hate about it, yeah. Like that's the most common
There's
name in the
two of them
NBA.
there's two of them with the same exact name, and then one of them has a different name, but still the same name.
There's like 7. Why is there like 8 Jalen Williams, yo?
So many of them.
Yeah, there's like so many. I think this is the video I posted.
How do they start 20 minutes after they say they would?
Yeah, right? That's like they're supposed to start, and now it's like there's like 3. Let me turn the volume out. Yeah, I like Jalen Williams, man. I'm not gonna lie. Kolek. Yeah, Cash, thank you. That's exactly what I was thinking. He does. He has TJ McConnell type energy. Yeah, he does. He does. That's a good comparison.
And that's
Yo,
important. That's important.
Yeah. TJ McConnell, like, he's one of them dudes, like, you just like, how's this guy in the NBA? How is he?
He damn near broke the Celtics, though. Like, you saw what he was doing. Like, he was the thing is that the Celtics could not handle how fast they were moving, and TJ McConnell was just always there.
Yeah, he's one of those guys that's like, how is he in the NBA? But he just like finds a way to score, finds a way to pass. He'll slow down the tempo. Like, he's just that guy, man. And same thing, him and Peyton Pritchard. I feel like TJ McConnell and like Peyton Pritchard are like anti each other, yo.
Like, man,
they're literally like they're the Spider-Man meme. They're literally the Spider-Man meme. Oh, Martin Luther said Grant Nelson. Is he in the draft? I like Grant. Did he make himself available for the draft? I haven't seen him. I know exactly who you're talking about during the tournament too. He was cooking in the tournament. Yeah, let me know if Grant Nelson's out there. I don't know if he's out there. I don't know if he put his name in the drafts. I don't remember. Yeah, somebody said this is the saddest setup for a draft. They're in the ESPN studio.
He didn't.
Yeah, bro, it is. It is sad. What'd you say, Rage?
He didn't declare.
He declared?
He didn't declare.
Oh, he didn't? Oh, okay, he didn't. Yeah. I mean, 2025, bro. He could be in that 2025 if he comes back.
Yeah.
Yeah. Somebody said would love Zaire Williams from Memphis for DFS and Dayron. Yeah, I still want to think if Memphis wants to get a DFS, like how many second rounds you got? Look up the second round. How much picks did Memphis have in that second round? I'm trying to figure out. Somebody said Cam Johnson will be great leaving Bridges' shadow. Nah, he wants out of here. He doesn't want to be here, y'all. You think he signed up for this, for a rebuild blow up team? He didn't sign up for this. He signed up to play with his. I mean, I know he got traded here, but he don't love us that much like that, bro. He rather dip. Dorian been wanted to leave since he probably got here. Dorian, y'all saw Dorian at that game when he was talking to the Mavs players like, yo, I'll be back. Don't worry, they're gonna trade me. And we didn't trade him. Dorian wants to get out of here.
Didn't trade him. We didn't trade him.
We didn't trade him. You remember that? Like he was like, yo, I'll be back. They did not trade
Raptors
Dorian.
selected Jonathan Mogbo.
All right, we got our first draft pick. Jonathan Mogbo. Who is that? Last season, 14 points per game. He's a center. Okay. Oh, he got a little Euro. Hold on. Let me
6'6" and a half.
Let me put the Jonathan Mogbo highlights. Jonathan Mogbo highlights. Yo, what's good with Toronto? Like, I guess they're like us. They're in their rebuild type flow, right? They just gave Scotty Barnes the bag.
It seemed if they could move towards trying to win soon.
Yeah.
But I don't know. I think they just go and see it out because they just traded for Emmanuel Quickly and RJ Barrett to see how that team goes for a little bit.
Yeah.
And then they'll make a decision off of that. You can see what moves they make at the trade deadline, and that'll lead towards some indications. But I think for now they'll probably stay put with what they got. Keep drafting.
Somebody said KCP replacement is Ryan Dunn. Did they sign?
Filipowski at 32.
Oh, look at Shams leaking. Shams is so shameless. You shameless.
This is the one. This is the. He's shameless leaking the whole.
Shamelessly just leaking all the second round picks. Looks like Filipowski is going to Utah. Yo, Filipowski going to Utah, that's like the perfect fit for him, though. I'm not gonna lie. Like he just like has that
To
Utah
back up Walker Kessler
backup
too,
Walker Kessler.
and
Yeah,
to help him and to help him out and help like
you could
get
play
the
him at
point
the
guard
4, to
shooting
be
there.
honest.
That's kind of
Can you play
yeah. Oh my
Filipowski at the
goodness.
4 if
Yeah,
you
but
really
that
wanted to?
so you're gonna put Markin in at 3? Like, oh my gosh.
You could put Market. But you could do a big ass lineup. Filipowski, marketed. Nah, you're not gonna put Filipowski.
Taylor
Probably gonna come off the
Hendricks,
bench.
Taylor Hendricks, and Cody Williams. You got to just go all of them.
Oh yeah, they got Cody. I forgot about that.
And they still have Keontae George. They have Colin Sexton, Jordan Clarkson, John Collins. They have quite a bit.
Yo, Cody and Filipowski is not. That's not a bad draft. That's not a bad draft right there.
Those are players I wanted. Those that if
Yeah.
Marks drafted those guys, I would have been flipping out.
Yeah. Oh yeah, there was a video that went viral yesterday with Kyle Filipowski. Did you see that video? He was like leaving the. Hold on, I think this is it right here. Yeah, he got invited to the green room, and then like he didn't get drafted, and like that was his girl like holding him like because like he was sad or something like that. I didn't know why it went viral though, but it was like he got drafted today though. Hopefully he was there today. So
I wonder if we.
Yeah,
I really wonder what happens. I wonder if we have to wait until after the draft for us to actually get news. That would be something, wouldn't it? But hey, it's still news at the end of the day. We're just waiting to see what happens with this Mikal trade. Like, I am interested to see if we trade into the draft, but I do want this Mikal trade finalized like pretty soon.
Yeah, I think I'm interested to see who gets Nikola. Tyler Smith is gonna be hurtful. Whoever drafts Tyler Smith, I'm gonna be tight. Johnny Furpey is number one best available right now.
I'll be sad when I see Shams leak that our boys are getting drafted, Tyler Smith and
when Tyler Smith and Nikola get drafted, that's what's gonna hurt the most, you know.
Yeah, just like when Cody got drafted and everyone else got drafted yesterday, and we were like, okay, well, we're just not gonna trade. But then we were like, all right, makes sense. This is a weaker draft, and then we started to come back to reality, and we might be in the same boat today. Where we're like, why don't you trade in the second round? And then we'll be like, okay, I guess it made sense why you did trade in the second round. Who cares?
But yeah, Filipowski's not bad, man. Like he's a good piece for Utah, man. I wonder what Utah is gonna do. Like when Utah got into the bidding war, shout out to Jake Fisher. Like when they got into that bidding war for Mikal Bridges, I was confused at what direction Utah was going. I was like, why do they want Mikal? So I'm like, do they want to rebuild or they're trying to get a star? So I don't know any Utah Jazz fans to talk to, so I don't know. Who knows?
Yeah, at all. I didn't know that they actually existed.
Yeah, right? Jazz fans exist.
They do, I guess.
What y'all saying in the chat right now? Hold on. Somebody said Casey, Bronny. Who's Bronny going to draft? Yeah, it would be so funny if somebody else drafts Bronny. I would really die of laughter. But I expect like Rich Paul like to call his every team and be like, don't you dare draft Bronny until 55, and the Lakers could draft him. So I think he's gonna go to the Lakers, and he's gonna play with his dad. Bron will get his dream. Somebody said are Kings playing? Nah, I don't think they're in play. I don't think they're in play. I mean, they would have to dump more salary. Do you think Paul George works on the Kings, bro? How you feel about that?
So what do they have? De'Aaron Fox, Kevin Huerter, Harrison Barnes, Keegan Murray, and Sabonis.
I don't know if he fits that. He fits like that. I don't know.
Who are they gonna trade? Are they gonna trade? Are they gonna trade Keegan? Or are they gonna trade? Herder would obviously be a part of a deal like that, but what are they going to add? What's everything they're going to put in a deal for Paul George? What does a Paul George trade look like in 2024?
Is this where you put the Shaq meme, the Shaq Celtics meme?
The Celtics Shaq meme, where he tears off his jersey and he just shows the Shaq highlights, man.
Paul George in 2024. Nah,
that would be ridiculous.
I think Paul is going to either stay with the Clippers, go to the Warriors, or I don't think he's going to come to Philly. I don't think he wants to come out east. I think he wants to stay in the West. So if the Kings want to make that big play, who knows? But I don't know. It's just that Paul George's play style with the Kings. I feel like the Kings are like fast paced, fast break type team. Like, you know,
Yeah.
but we'll see. Hornets. Oh, somebody said Hornets fans exist. Yeah, I know some Hornets fans. But I don't know any Utah Jazz fans. Any. Like, so I've never met a Utah Jazz fan in my life.
Yeah, not once. Like I've at all.
If y'all
Not
could tell
once.
me in the chat if y'all ever met a Utah Jazz fan, let me know. All right, so the Bucks are on Bucks on the clock.
Bucks are on the clock at 33.
Yeah, we'll see if Shams keeps leaking. We'll see, man. We'll see if Sean Marks on the phone here. I got two phones out today, bro. I had to get ready. Okay.
The baby is a Hornets fan.
Anthony Davis was really impressed after watching Bronny James work out today. Shout out to Usable. He said, Utah's in one place I'd be legit be bummed if I got drafted to play there. Yeah, I would be bummed too. But I mean, I'm a millionaire, but
Salt Lake
hey,
City. Salt
yeah,
Lake.
I'll take the millions, but I'll take the thousands or millions. But damn, Utah, you can tell me I got to be in Utah, like There was some other news today. Oh, Brandon Ingram. Somebody said people have mentioned Jeremy Grant and Brandon Ingram are potential targets for the Sixers. How do you feel about that, man? I mean, I feel like the Sixers just got to take like the sloppy seconds now, like since everybody's like, I don't know if they're going to be in on Paul. Brandon Ingram, I think they got to shoot for him. But I heard something about Chicago. Like, I heard DeMar might be on the market, but I don't know yet. Like, if he's on the market, do you go for DeMar? Because DeMar is a free agent too.
Right. And then I just get the Shams notification of what I
Oh,
want to say.
oh my God. Yo, why'd you tell me to
Okay,
look at my
Milwaukee
phone? No,
gets
you should
him.
have told me don't look
Milwaukee
at my
get great.
phone.
All
You
right,
should have
all
told
right.
me don't look at
Milwaukee
my
gets him.
phone, bro. Why you tell me don't look at my phone?
Nah, you had to see that, man. That's disappointment right there. That's disappointment right there.
Damn, y'all. Damn.
That's disappointment, man.
Damn. He's gone, y'all.
Okay,
Tyler
well,
Smith.
now it makes sense. Now it makes sense why they drafted AJ Johnson.
They the Milwaukee Bucks. Shams just leaked. The Milwaukee Bucks just traded. Just got Tyler Smith, y'all. Damn, y'all. Yeah, it's all good.
Deal. Here comes
Maybe we could.
Smith.
What do the Bucks want for Tyler Smith, man? We'll give y'all Dorian. We'll give y'all Dorian. We'll take AJ Johnson and Tyler Smith for Dorian, man.
Well, so that's one guy. There's
Yeah.
still Jurzik. There's still Jalen Williams. There's still quite a bit. There's still quite a bit.
Yeah, Tyler Smith is tough, man. I really want to see like if the Bucks just put him in the G League, I'll be so upset, man. I want to see him in like against a good guy. Well, we'll see Summer League how he does, but I feel like he's nice, man. Like he has a nice he could score from the three, and then he has a nice frame to be a power forward. Like he's just that typical modern power forward for you to like. Look how quick his release is. His release is so quick. Beautiful jump shot too, man. I think he's a lefty too. Oh my God, Tyler Smith, bro. He's a lefty too, bro. Shout out to Kaidon. He said Sean Marks is not gonna do nothing. The baby is a Hornets fan. Oh, that's true. He is. Jimmy Butler to the Mavs. That's interesting.
To the Mavs.
If he goes out there, that's actually really interesting. I would like to see that. Nikola is nice and that African center. Bucks just gonna waste his potential. Yeah, I feel like they're not even gonna play him. Yeah, he might just be in a G League. He really might be in a G League.
Yeah, I just liked how he made sense for us for a second round pick because we're just in the situation we are in right now. But obviously, we're looking more towards the future, and we can't expect everything to happen in place right now.
Unfortunately, Tyler Smith. Yes, Tyler Smith got drafted, y'all. He did. The Milwaukee Bucks got Tyler Smith, so we'll see. I mean, I don't know, man. What do you think the Bucks like? If you're a Bucks fan right now, what are you thinking? How could you get better? Like, you look at Boston, you look at what the Knicks just did. Like, are you just like, yeah, let's run it back, we're good, or do you have to like improve this team?
So, well, you still gotta wait. You obviously need Giannis healthy, one. But to improve this team, I think a guy like Tyler Smith definitely makes sense for them.
Yeah,
If he does end up playing for them and gets a chance, that's a little scary, man. That's a little
yeah, it
scary.
is.
He put up good numbers down in G League Ignite. So
Yeah,
I feel like Milwaukee. It's still interesting. They were talking about what they wanted to do with Brook Lopez. I just think they need a little bit more depth because I don't think their starting lineup versus like the Celtics isn't as strong,
yeah,
and
I
their
agree.
bench is also not as strong. They also need to add more to their bench. Like they have Bobby Portis, but other than Bobby Portis, who are you really looking at in Milwaukee? You know?
And I don't know if they do. They is Brooke gonna come back? I don't even know if they know if Brooke is coming back.
Yeah, that's what I'm wondering too. If what happens with him?
Yeah, somebody just texted me like, "Yo, Tyler going to the Bucks." Yeah.
Tyler, man, Tyler
Uh,
going to the Bucks.
somebody said how I feel about the Mikal Bridges trade. I like it. I mean, in hindsight, I wish Sean would have pressed, like Jay was saying, like on the stream. I wish Sean would have pressed for McBride. I'd rather have
But it
McBride.
ain't over. But it ain't
It's not
over
over. It's not over yet.
until
But I love the trade, but I want McBride too. I'm greedy. I'm a greedy fan. So you're gonna give me all your picks and give
man,
me
we lost James Harden,
McBride.
Kevin Durant, and Kyrie Irving, and we can't
Yeah,
be greedy.
y'all should have. Yeah, Rage was here when we got Kyrie and KD when we traded them. I was upset. I was fucked up because I was like, we traded Kyrie with for what, one pick and Spencer Dinwiddie. I
I
was
tried
like,
to, I tried, I tried to like sway him, and we were like winning and stuff, and then he was like, "Oh, we might actually win," and then darn, it
yeah,
happened.
I was fucked up. I was like, we traded Spencer Dinwiddie,
All
and,
we
and
had was like DeAndre Jordan. We had like TLC playing.
yeah,
We had Shammy.
yeah, exactly. And the KD trade
Man,
was
God,
okay, but I wanted more. I wanted more. That's KD. You telling me Mikal? If you want to think about it, Mikal got traded for more picks than KD. That's how crazy it is. You know what I'm saying?
yeah.
Like, come on, son. Uh,
Portland is
uh,
trading the number 34 pick to New York for 3 second-round picks.
what's Sham saying? I just got alert.
So Jake Fisher put that out. He said New York to New York.
Portland is trading. Oh, it's like okay. Knicks are getting back in the draft. What do they give up
Come
though?
back.
Whoa! They got
Nope.
Tyler Kolek. Yo, Cash, you still in here? They just got Tyler Kolek.
McBride's gone.
Oh, that might be you think
McBride's
that's
gone.
McBride's replacement?
That's McBride. That's definitely McBride.
Yo,
Come
that's
on, that's
McBride's
definitely
replacement
McBride.
is
That's definitely
crazy.
McBride's replacement. That's gotta be McBride's replacement. That's
Oh,
gotta be McBride's replacement. Ain't no way. Ain't no way. We
yo,
gotta come out with McBride at this point. There's no way they pick Kolek and they don't, and we don't get
Kolek is
McBride.
good, bro. Kolek is
That's what
good,
I'm
man. He could
saying.
shoot. Let us know in the chat, yo. You think McBride's in replacement? The Knicks just because the Knicks wouldn't trade it. They traded in to get him. They traded in. They must heavily want him because they traded in to get him.
Yeah.
They
They
traded
traded
in.
3 seconds too. They traded 3 seconds for him.
They traded 3 seconds for Tyler Kolek.
Yes.
Oh hell no. Maybe Sean pressed him. Y'all, maybe Sean pressed him.
We'll see. We'll see. We have to wait until after the draft is over.
Yeah.
Okay, I guess we'll be here for a minute.
Oh shit. Did Sean press? We'll see.
Did Sean
Did
press?
Sean press the Knicks GM?
No way.
I don't know. I'll be sad. You know what I'll be sad is after the draft, like they traded McBride to like another team or something like that. I wonder if they traded those seconds that the Knicks traded. Were they the OKC seconds that they got? Remember, like they got 5 seconds from OKC.
Yep,
It was the OKC seconds.
it was the OKC seconds.
Oh, okay. But yeah, Tyler Kolek. Shout out to Cash. We were just talking about him.
No,
He does.
it's Port. No, that's not OKC. They. I don't know what seconds they traded, but
Yeah.
they got you know, they
got Portland.
traded them
They
for
got
that
Portland.
So it's just wondering what they get. Yeah.
Yeah.
So we'll see what 3 seconds they got rid of.
Somebody said if Sean pulls this off, I might forgive him. Yeah, we'll see, man. Because like that, you don't just trade 3 seconds to get Tyler Kolek if you're not gonna just play him or be part of like he's not part of your system, you know. So
Yeah.
McBride. We'll see if McBride is still on the team, man. Because they got a dump salary, and Tyler Kolek doesn't cost them anything. He's a good player, though. He's a good player. Like Cash was saying, he's like a TJ McConnell-ish, but he's a lot more poised than TJ. I think TJ can like. I'll say TJ's kind of like want to push the fast break. Sometimes TJ gets a little bit out of control, but Tyler Kolek is very poised, man. For his was he 6'3" guard? Yeah.
Yep.
So
Shams just leaking. Shams is just leaking
Shams
the
leaking?
entire draft, man. Shams is just leaking the entire draft.
Pacers Johnny Furpey. Damn. Who's left on our list, bro? Who's left?
Jurisic, Jalen Williams. Who else?
I think everybody else is who else I had on my list, man?
Cam Spencer.
Cam Spencer's still out there. Somebody said I'm happy for Matas. Yeah, Matas going. Yeah, that was a good pick for Chicago. Looks like so. Who the Spurs about to pick? Oh, sorry, Spurs Furpey. Knicks trading in to get Tyler Kolek's very interesting so far in the second round. If you're joining us right now, we're reacting to the second round. Toronto's got a center. Utah ended up getting Filipowski. The Bucks, the Bucks got Tyler Smith, power forward. Blazers just drafted the Knicks. They drafted for the Knicks, but the Knicks got that pick as Tyler Kolek. So
I'm interested to see how some of these players do in the summer league too. That's also what I'm looking for. Like when we watch these drafts, we also go and watch the summer league too, and we like to watch basketball. So when the summer league games are on, we like to watch and see some of the prospects. And we'll be like, dang, we wish we drafted this guy. Look at him. He just dropped 35.
Yeah, exactly. It was going to be interesting. I want to see, yeah, I'm definitely going to see if Tyler's, because I did the same thing with Leonard Miller. Like, Leonard Miller was, like, heavy on my list last year, and then, like, we didn't get him. And then I watched this summer league, and he was cooking in the summer league. I was like, oh, my God.
And Noah Clowney wasn't doing good, and Noah Clowney wasn't doing good either.
And Noah Clowney
so it just made everything worse. It just made everything worse. We were watching, like, Armani Brooks cook in the summer league.
Yeah.
Jalen Wilson was cooking in the summer league.
Yeah. Oh yeah, here's some Tyler Kolek highlights.
So Furphy's going to Indiana at that 35 pick. Indiana shot up a pick to draft him. Furphy traded with San Antonio to pick Furphy at 35. And now I think it's San Antonio at 36. Okay.
Wait, so
yeah, no, it just says
so Furpey. Who gets Furpey? Who gets Furpey?
The Pacers do.
Oh, okay.
Bobby Klintman, that's another person. Bobby Klintman, we forgot to mention Bobby Klintman. That's another guy.
Oh yeah, Bobby Klintman. Yeah. He's on our list too. Bobby Klintman's on our list. Yo, Shams is going crazy.
Knicks could be moving 38-2, sources say. That's what Woj said.
Yo, the Knicks are active, yo. Why are the Knicks so active, yo?
Yeah. They're moving.
I don't know about this, bro. Hopefully, if Sean could get his McBride and get rid of CJ in this draft, yo. Hey, like I said, his job, all he got to do is get rid of salary. That's all you got to do this season. Get rid of salary and get young guys. Is it that hard? It's not that hard, huh? That's all right. Am I bugging?
And then Juan Nunez goes 36. plus cash to San Antonio for Johnny Furphy at 35 for Indiana.
Oh yeah.
Nunez has been said to be a draft and stash candidate.
You're
Yo.
Saint.
what up?
Bro. You just got home, bro?
Yeah, I was doing the kid thing. My
Being a
youngest.
dad and shit, dude. Oh my gosh.
What's that?
I said being a dad and shit, dude. Oh my gosh.
Yeah. No, he's in like a skate camp because he's killing it out there. He's all doing fucking kick flips and shit. And
That's dope. I didn't know he could skate.
What's that?
I said I didn't even know he could skate.
Well, I mean, dude, I put him in basketball. I put him in baseball. I put him in football. I put him in fucking like.
Because you got to think, kids at that age, they don't know what they like. You just
you don't know what's
try
going
it
to
out
grab
and see
them.
what they like, and if they don't like it, they don't like it. Because
But
we'll
for kids, it's literally they have to find that one thing that makes them want to challenge themselves, and until they find that, skating happened to be that for him, so that was cool. So. Is it? We're still chilling?
Well, basically, what you missed.
Looking at trying to get McBride, man.
Yeah, you missed.
Trying to
basically,
get McBride, but almost all the players that we wanted got rid of.
Yeah.
They already got drafted, but I'll let AJ finish the rest.
I honestly think that trade set such a high standard too that I wonder. Yeah. I wonder how other teams are, negotiating with the Nets after they made that trade. But I wonder too. Is honestly, I'll bet you a lot of these teams are wanting the Nets to take back money they don't want to take back.
Yeah, that might be true. The Knicks traded in to get this really good guard, Tyler Kolek from Marquette. So. The Knicks have been really active, and then Woj just said the Knicks. What do you say? The Knicks could be moving number 38. So the Knicks are active right now, man.
What is kind of shocking is as active as they. I mean, we've all been saying this draft there was some people, but at the same time, if you were going to miss one of the drafts, like now until 2027, this would be the one to miss.
Yeah, basically, yeah.
I'm not overly butthurt if we don't draft anybody because I still think we have enough young guys that could get re-signed. I do believe these other players are going to move. I just think it's going to be it's going to take a little bit more time personally.
Yeah. We said if we can get McBride in this deal, then that completely negates what happened in the second round, if I'm being honest.
I mean, but what's even crazy too, though, is the deal has not been made official, so that means you can still.
That's what we're talking about here.
You can
McBride,
still
looking at McBride,
creative
and stuff. Everything is things are looking. Things are interesting.
Okay, so hear me out.
In the draft yet?
Hear this thought out. I just had this, and I'll shut up. You literally just are in a deal that's not closed, and you had an opportunity to draft at 24 and 25, which is in reality, I think most people would think that's where we would wind up. I just couldn't imagine us trying to get all the way up to 9. I never really kind of bought that. Yeah. So, and their ability to get rid of their seconds, it's kind of like why wouldn't you do something with the Knicks if it would make it that easy to be able. You can't tell me it would have been that difficult to get one of these current picks for this season, whether it was a second or a first late round. I guess that's where I'm kind of like, I understand they want to move the other guys, but if you really wanted in this draft this season, I guess is my point, you probably would have taken some of the Knicks current picks this season.
You know what? I feel like regretting now is since we gave CJ that money, maybe we should never give him that money.
Well, but at the time, I
guess it was
dude, you're handcuffed as an organization. You just made this trade. And at that time, we
signed him because of his bestie McHale. So it's his bestie McHale got him that deal, and now the CBA keeps changing. Teams are because teams are trying to get under this tax and apron, so. They see 20 million plus from 24 million plus.
They're like, teams are drafting. They're trying to make teams draft.
But we talked about this too, though, at the time when the trade, like when it was signing and people had mixed feelings. It's like, hey, this is still a person in a deal that's very tradable. And it's not like we were all even confident back then about the longevity of this and how it was going to last. So it just, yeah, you had to make the deal.
Yeah.
Unfortunately, it is what it is, but I don't think unless the value of these two players are way down to what's being reported and what's being offered.
You talking about DFS and CJ?
Yeah. I just can't imagine. That's what I'm trying to figure. Like, what would be the hang up? Like, if you had to find hang ups, is it about money coming back? I don't really think it's the picks. Maybe it's like, I'm just, you know what I mean? I think the value of what Marks is expecting maybe versus what teams are offering might be.
Yeah. If you're joining us right now, we're just reacting. Make sure you guys hit that like button if you're on YouTube. Get us to 100 likes. And if you're on Twitter, just hit the heart button. We're reacting to the second round of the NBA draft. So far, the Raptors selected Jonathan Mangabo with the first pick, center. He's a center. Utah got Flipowski. Milwaukee Bucks just got Tyler Smith. The Knicks traded up to get Tyler Kolek. Johnny Furpey, I think, is going to the Spurs, if I'm not mistaken, but I think it's a trade going on with that. And Juan Nunez from Spain going to the Pacers. Oh, Bobby Clinton.
Yeah, he went to Detroit.
Yeah, I'm not pulling up the videos for all these second rounders, bro.
Now you gonna pull up those videos, bro. You gotta pull up those videos.
Yeah, you're fired. You're no longer part of Nets Kingdom. Get out.
You're pulling up those videos.
Nah, please, bro, for the content, bro.
All right, just give me a minute to get set up. Then yeah.
No, I was joking, bro.
I'm gonna miss a couple of them. That's for sure.
Yeah,
how about this?
We're only gonna tell you to bring up the ones that we care about.
Okay,
Bobby
or
Clinton
this.
is the one we care about. Bobby Clinton. I care about Tyler Smith and Flipowski. Those are like the big names. Like, we'll tell you who to pull up. There's some guys you don't need to pull up.
How about I only pull up people I think look funny? Can I do that? Yeah, like we'll do it based off what they're wearing. Like,
somebody said Clinton got the wrong jacket size. He's at the draft.
Okay, can I ask for this second round for please in the chat and here? Can we start clowning a little bit more? With
the
like
chat, bro, this is serious, bro. They serious.
Nah, dude, this is the second round. Like, I need more of what Fiber just dropped. I need more clowning because some of these outfits and shit are bad.
Yeah. Hold on, let me right.
Although this is kind of a tamed one compared to previous.
Definitely post Bobby Clinton's jacket because his jacket is crazy. Hold on, I'll be right back.
Let's see if I can find.
Just getting ready, man. Just getting ready. Just chilling.
So Rage, do you think we're
actually I think it'll be on Twitter. It'll be on Twitter. You'll see a picture of it on Twitter, yo.
What's his name?
Bobby Clinton. B-O-B-I. B-O-B. Yeah, that's big as hell. That's big as hell. You can see it. You can see like his sleeve dangle when he moves his arms.
Now is it Clinton, like classic spelling Clinton?
It's Klintman.
Clint Man. No, it's like Clint Man. But
Clint Man. Bobby Clint Man. I got him.
Yeah.
That's what I'm saying. It's hard to tell.
Usable Fiber said, yeah, I'm sure they didn't want to dump them for pennies on a dollar. How could CJ value be high at all right now? That's a good point.
I don't think his value is that terrible. Because I think there's a lot of okay, but hear me out. And the reason why it's like you saw how shitty Mikal played last year, and you just saw the Knicks give up a boatload for him. Like I'm sorry, Mikal Bridges is even playing at his best is not worth all that.
It wasn't just the Knicks though; it was like the Grizzlies, Utah, Houston.
I am gonna say that I think the league was looking at the Nets, and this is where I'll stand on this. Is that why I didn't really shit on Mikal and other players last season? Was between the coaching and all that. Like, there's no way, dude. There's no way you could tell me these guys' game did not suffer because of the coaching and whatever they were like. Do we even have a name for what they were trying to run?
Nope.
Like,
Yes.
so I'm just like, do you get what I'm saying? Like, it was so bad and obvious that the coaching was devaluing and ruining some of these players, and how Cam Thomas arose above it is pretty incredible.
Yeah.
Okay, well, I don't have his jacket yet, but here, let me share this.
It's probably it'll be on Twitter.
I mean, I got
all right.
this.
So, wait, is this the Knicks picking up IJ Mitchell, or is it the OKC?
So it's OKC.
Mhm.
The Knicks traded the pick for cash. That's what Woj said.
Oh, they traded the pick for cash. Okay.
Well, the Knicks know what they're doing now. It's pretty clear. They're trying to clear space. They're trying to.
Yeah, they're trying.
They're trying to. Yeah, they're compete. They're trying to get rid of money, consolidate.
They're about to dump all these picks for cash.
Oh, I know more people. There he is. Is that
You did. somebody put his jackets out. Yeah. Was this on Twitter? Somebody put it on Twitter.
Yeah, that's a big jacket. It's not too bad. It's not like
It's like those jackets they used to wear like in the 90s, yo.
Early 2000s.
Here, I got you. Watch this. I got one for you. This might be. Y'all might have seen this before.
Somebody said Clinton is a super pro. Yeah, he's good. Don't get me wrong. He was on my list. I wanted Bobby Clinton for sure. Everybody who I want, it's like the Wolves. It's like the Wolves get them. Well, the Wolves are the Bucks, man. It's always the Wolves.
The Minnesota Timberwolves select Bobby.
I don't want it to say it was that.
OKC sent 40 in cash to New York. Okay, so they still got their 40 overall pick.
Oh, so they got their 40.
So they have 40.
Yeah. So all right, y'all. So you're joining us right now. We're reacting to the NBA draft. Some surprises, I guess. Knicks trading up to get Tyler Kolek, Tyler Smith going to the Bucks, Utah getting Filipowski. We're still waiting for Bronny at 55.
At 55, you think that's
Bronny at 55. Who else we were waiting for? I guess all the players on my list are kind of gone. Jalen Williams. I'm still looking for Jalen Williams.
I guarantee you that the Lakers are gonna wind up with Bronny, and it's gonna be the fucking biggest joke ever.
55 at 55.
Rich Paul's calling all the teams like, "Don't you dare draft him."
But it's so pathetic that it's like, because it's LeBron, it's his son, and then the guys are like, "I'm only gonna try out for this." It's like, dude, that's the other thing that I kind of miss about a little bit of the old days.
Mm-hmm.
And why I think some players are not quite what they are is because there is a element of not like the how quickly you earn it has drastically been. It's like a playbook you exactly have to do now, and it's like, I don't know, dude. It's
just a lot of nepotism in
dude,
in
it's beyond. Yeah. It's ridiculous, dude.
It's really bad. Like, it's really bad in the NBA now. Like Bronny arguably shouldn't even be drafted, but hey. We are here now.
We should here, I gotta show you something. Is this the jacket that, like, this is what I think of when I see it? Where did it go? No, get out of there. That's not what I'm looking for.
Yo, that's if
we should get all jackets like that and wear them on the fucking shit.
If Bobby Clipman was wearing that would be crazy.
Well, dude, you remember LaMelo's jackets?
Oh yeah.
Didn't he have a stretch of, like, here? Let me see if I can find that.
No, wasn't that Kuzma? It was Kuzma. Kuzma.
I thought Carmelo Anthony even had like a ridiculous jacket one.
Yeah, it's crazy because Baggy's coming back though. But like Baggy's coming back.
Well, I've been seeing kids and like girls and like guys rocking a lot of outfits that I saw in the 90s.
Yeah, it's coming
like
back.
The same, like even like the ridiculous color, the colorway, like all kinds of shit, dude.
Yeah. Shout out to Anthony. He said Ajay Mitchell can play. Yeah, that was a good pickup for the OKC. But it's crazy how Sam Presti keeps working, man. All he does is work. Man. BTB said, can the official after the draft? Not yet. It could be made official after the draft. Yeah. The McHale
like Carmelo had a big old weird.
Oh yeah, I remember this picture. Yeah. Where's the picture when they all were together?
That's what I'm trying to find. Well, I don't know what year that is. That's what. Oh, that's
that was like.
Dude, look at Trey. Look at Trey's play. It looks like it's going.
Yo, that's crazy.
Look at that, dude. That's bad, bro. Who let him outside of the house with that, dude?
That's nasty. A tuxedo pants, tuxedo shorts is nasty. Tuxedo
That's
shorts,
nasty, dude.
Is that even a tuxedo?
At least wear some sandals. Like, I get it if your feet are busted, but
yeah,
nah, dude.
Yeah, that's nasty. I don't like the tuxedo shorts. He looks so small there, yo. Trey looked like a little tiny.
Oh yeah, he almost had like a trench coat on because that shit was long. I remember that.
Memphis just drafted Jalen Wills from Washington State. So we'll see, man. Second round is underway, man. Let us know in the chat what's your reaction to the second round so far. And hit that like button for us. We're still waiting for McBride. Will the news if the Knicks are going to get McBride, we'll probably find out after the draft if that does happen. And then if Sean's going to trade into the second round, who knows? Who knows?
Hard to tell.
Yeah, it's really hard to tell.
I mean, just at this point, I'm not like if we don't, I'm not surprised at all. I mean, I think it's like I guess my question is, how many players for you, AJ? Because like I said, next season I'll start paying attention to college.
Yeah.
Who is really at this point worth even attempting to get? Like break it down to like 2 guys.
Wait, are you talking about players in the 2020 next year's draft?
No, just this second round aspect.
The second round?
Like with who's left, give me 2 guys that are like you think like, yes, you should go, or is it kind of like, if you get them, you don't.
Everybody on my list that I had, like the list I tweeted out, everybody on this list is gone except for 2 guys.
Jalen Williams, Jursic.
Oh yeah, Nikola Jursic, Jalen Williams, and Kashad Johnson. Those are the only players I have left on my list. So I'm not saying it's a must to get in them, but to get into the second to get them, but it would be great to build like with those guys.
Be nice.
Like with our outlook of next year, it's like we're gonna be tanking, so our team should just be full of like guys you can get in this draft for cheap, no?
Especially since we're already going to be losing guys in free agency.
Yeah, so our bench should be full of these type of. You don't want to go in free agency and start signing like guys that were, I don't know, like we did last year. You might as well just get the guys that are going to play for cheap now in the second round. That's just my opinion out of it. But Nikola Jursic, I definitely would take him though. I like Nikola.
I'd take a chance on him. Why not?
I'll take a chance on him. But we could buy a pick too. Somebody said, "Are we not allowed to buy?" No, it's only teams that are in the apron.
You got to think.
Marks.
You got to think 3. We had 3 second round picks for Royce O'Neal.
Yeah. Bobby Marks listed the teams that can't buy a pick, and we're not on that list because teams that are like in the first, second apron can't buy picks. But we could buy picks if we wanted to.
I just need to know why we haven't done anything at all during the draft is like more of a plan thing, or if it's just like you can't get deals done because other teams are. I mean, that's the other side of this, man, is everything's got to work. But then, because when I saw how New York and OKC and Minnesota and a couple of those teams were moving last night, I was kind of like then it started. That's why I asked you last night when we were looking at remaining picks and other. It was like, who was really in a position to even really? There wasn't many teams that were in a position where we like could have made a deal with, I guess, is the vibe I was getting.
Yeah.
So, so Bob Myers on ESPN just said Rich Paul is warning teams against drafting Bronny James, threatening that James will play in Australia next season if selected.
See, that's some fucking.
That's
if it winds out like this is some straight up. That's
so corny, bro. That's so
beyond corny. Dude.
He will go to Australia if he drafted. I would do it just to spite them.
The Knicks traded that 40th pick that they got to the Suns.
Dude, I hope the Suns take him, dude. Fuck, dude, do it.
Suns about to do
any team that just to spite him
Yeah.
Fuck yeah. Do it.
He's gonna play in Australia. Get the fuck out of here.
Good go. I mean, dude, the kid needs more work, bro. He just
Knicks
fucking
now
died.
have
Almost
51
died. See, that's the thing, dude. Nobody's even talking about how this kid almost just fucking died.
Yeah.
Like,
what's going on with the Knicks right now? What the fuck?
what are they doing?
The Knicks are
They
like
traded for 52 and 56.
So wait, now they have two more. They have 2 picks.
Yeah, 52 and
They're
56.
probably trying to. They're probably still going to get rid of some people off their roster.
51 and 56.
And then they're going to backfill with just cheaper deals and shit.
Yeah, it looks like they're either like dumping salary or they're just picking like low guys.
Well, dude, they have to. I mean, they're not in a great, like, they have to be what they're doing right now to continue to be able to build, or, you know, if they're going to re-sign Isaiah Hartenstein, like, you got to imagine that, like, they're trying to set their shit up right. Like, this is the Knicks are taking their shot right now.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Like, Leon Roses.
Eric Slater put out a report. He just said the Jazz were in negotiations with the Nets for Mikal Bridges, a source confirmed to me. Utah couldn't meet the price the Knicks were willing to pay, but they're looking to make aggressive moves to build around Markkanen.
Yeah, the Utah bidding war was on point, bro. It was like they wanted Mikal. That's why I thought we were going to deal with them, and then till the Knicks deal dropped.
Yeah, that's what I thought too.
Hold on, let me read this report real quick. Utah couldn't meet the price, and Knicks were appealing. Oh, okay, that makes sense. Okay, Utah, of course, Utah's not going to pay.
They
those
did
7
offer
picks
a lot.
for.
They did offer like
They offered like 6 picks for Mikal. Who was matching that?
I don't.
6 picks. Oh.
That's kind of why I got over when I absorbed that trade yesterday, and I looked at the amount of picks we got for him, and then it was just like, yeah, I know it's the Knicks, but like, where else were you going to get that?
Yeah. Yeah, that's crazy though. Bob, the way that their Bronny is just trying to shade his way to his dad's team is just nasty. It's just nasty work.
Oh, not just Bronny, it's the whole conglomerate. It's his dad, it's the agent, it's the machine, bro. You're not stopping that machine. No.
The fact that he's in this draft is hilarious too. Like, it's funny. It just sucks because like there's kids that are actually really work hard, and like Bronny does work hard, but it's like there's kids that are better than him that don't have the opportunity to get into this draft, because the NBA draft is so hard. It's 0.00001% of the population get into this draft. It's only 60 players in the world, so it's like it's so hard to get this draft, bro, and you have to be elite. And he's just taking advantage of his dad's name, like, you know.
Hey, dude, I know this sounds. LeBron could, you hear this. They've said this about people like LeBron could probably go out, shoot somebody on Main Street, and they'd let him retire still. Like, he's got that much control. Like, dude, like
the league dick rides him crazy, bro. Like, the league, like, he runs the league, bro. Like, LeBron can say certain things, and Adam Silver just won't say nothing about it.
Yeah. Last night when I saw after we were talking about that video that guy put together. Yeah. And there was one part of one of the videos where they're talking to Kyrie, and they were like, "So what's up with Le GM, right? Like, is he like that? Like Le GM." Yeah, no, and like Kyrie was like, "Yeah, it's pretty much like that. Like, it's literally like that."
Wait, Kyrie, what did Kyrie say? He's like, "Yeah, it's like that."
Yeah. Oh, dude, he said something to that effect. Like, it's towards the end of the video, but I can't remember.
Is it really? He's like, "Is LeBron really le GM?" And Kyrie was like, "Yeah, he's really."
Yeah, he pretty much is. Yeah, like when you look at his response, it's like that guy just like.
Bron really is le GM, bro.
Well, dude, you know what? I mean, to be smart, right? I mean, to be fair, it's like, yes, the guy just. We still haven't seen a human being come into the league at that age, and just instantly fucking dominate everybody perfectly. Like, there was never a point in our conversations about LeBron when he came in where it's like, there was very little thing, like, if any, that he had to work on.
Oh yeah. But don't get me wrong, like LeBron's a legend and we love him, and I'm gonna be sad when he leaves. But it's like the way the league just derides him, and then like it's just the way the league just idolizes him like a god. Like, it's like, come on, bro.
But he was smart and he realized that and he took that shit over. I mean, he literally. What I'm saying is, he had to have recognized the how people were treating him. He's a smart guy.
Yeah.
You know? And when you're in that position,
I mean, if we were LeBron, would we try to get our sons in the NBA if they had a chance? I guess we all would. If you were a dad, I'm not a parent, but if I had a son, I would do everything to try to get him into the NBA.
It depends, because like I look at it now and it's like, yes, I will say yes, I would. But the only thing that I would be afraid of, and hopefully I would think that if I were in LeBron's position, is if I don't step away from it and let it take its natural course as if he wasn't Bronny James. Like, there's a part of that you cannot divorce yourself from.
Yeah.
But like, in my opinion, like LeBron shouldn't be there shouldn't be discussion between him and his, like, this is how we're going to handle it. Like, let the kid earn it on his own, because that's the one thing that I think is a potential here, is that like, and maybe wrong. Maybe he's going to be a late bloomer, but I'm just getting setup vibes right now.
Yeah, I do.
And
shout out to gross people. Yeah.
I don't, and I hope for that kid's sake that that's not the case, man. Like, I really do.
Yeah, bro. I just think that first of all, naming him Bronny James just gives him more attention as it is. And like, even if I want my son to go to the NBA, I want him to earn it. I don't want him to ride my coattails of my legacy. Like, I don't want him to do that. Like, that's corny to me. Like, I want him to have his own legacy.
Yeah, and hopefully they let the kid have that, dude. Like, straight up. Like, but I'm not.
Oh, look at the Sixers. Okay, Sixers got, for joining the Sixers, just got Adam Bona. I think that's who Cash was saying. Adam Bona. Adam Bona. I think I'm saying his name right. Let me look at let me look at the draft tracker real quick. Hold on. Let me refresh. Okay, so 16 picks left. Charlotte is picking KJ Simpson at number 42. Of course, Shams is leaking. And the Sixers just got Adam Bona at 41.
Shams just never leaks ever.
Oh, so Shams is on full on ruining it.
Yeah,
this dude's been doing it the whole
share your screen and put up a dem Bona. I'm curious who this, because Cash was bigging up a Bona for a long before we started. Well, early on in this stream.
Well, you're gonna have to fucking spell that name out for me.
Just go to Dunk Central, the NBA Central. They just posted him.
All right.
Yeah.
I'm
curious to see like what his game. He's a center, right?
ADEM.
Yeah, ADEM. He's just go to NBA Central. They just
I got it. I got it.
I guess he's a center, right? So I'm looking at it.
Yeah, he is.
Yeah. Yeah, he was I think he's from Senegal. Let me double check.
Come back.
And the things about the drafts like these too is like, there's gonna be a sleeper in this draft.
Oh, of course, yeah.
You know what I mean? Like, and it's just, everybody's gonna be like, what? And then of course it's gonna be a team that doesn't need them, and it's just then becomes an embarrassment of riches. I can feel it coming.
Yeah. Okay, so he's a Nigerian Turkish basketball player, 6'10", 21 years old. Center. Yeah. He looks like he's pretty athletic too. Okay, interesting. Yeah, there's a lot of hype around him. He just looks like a good athlete too. He's quick. Oh, snap. He's pretty fast. All right. It's funny how the Sixers just love centers. The Sixers love drafting. Like, they just love centers, bro. Joel Embiid, Mo Bamba,
B-Ball Paul.
Who else do they have on the Sixers? What are the centers? Ball. They had all the centers.
Paul.
I don't know. They just love centers.
Paul Reed.
Yeah, the Sixers love centers. Let me read some of the chat. Shamani said the funny part is apparently Bryce James is. Yeah, Bryce James is talented. I think Bryce is better than Bronny.
Yeah, we were talking about that. I agree.
Yeah,
100%.
Bryce. I think Bryce has more. His ceiling's higher than Bronny.
He's gonna be the one.
Yeah, and he's taller. I think he's like 6'6", 6'7". Bronny could play in Australia for Bob Myers. Yeah, we were talking about that. That's what Rich Paul is telling all the agents. He's telling all the agents that Bronny is if they draft Bronny, he'll go to Australia. If you draft Bronny, he's going to Australia.
I mean, that's such. I don't know. To me, that's
so corny, right?
That's fucking pathetic, dude. I mean, I think that's what kind of bothers me a little bit about now, where it's like, I get it, stars run the league to some. I mean, but it's gotten to the point too where it's like, you bitch and whine about, and you make a stink about, or you tell people, and then if you don't get your way, you do some like juvenile shit.
Yeah.
And it's like, and then it's like, and then if you bring it up to these players or you talk about it, there's like, oh, how dare you, or people get an at. It's like, dude, like what the? Oh,
it sucks, man.
It's so stupid.
And then people are like, yeah, this is so insane because this ain't flying.
And listen, did he play? But it's like,
this one flying the NFL.
Yeah. And then to me,
like, I've never seen anything like this for a second-round draft pick. It's insane.
Yeah. And it's like, I'm sorry, but a big portion of it, you in my eyes, you didn't earn this shit. Sorry.
Bro, he played 4. What did he play? He averaged like 4 points at USC. He barely played.
Yeah. So, that's crazy. And he's being treated like just because his father's name.
Kyrie didn't play a lot of college games, but those college games he did play, he was superstar.
Yeah, it's kind of sad.
Somebody said Bryce is going to be the real Miles McBride competition. Yeah, he did. They're comparing him to Miles McBride a lot. Shout out to Jack Dawson. Usable Fiber said they have their army of stans attack you on Twitter. Yeah, the Bron fans. You talking about Bron fans?
Oh, fuck them. I don't care.
Yeah, Bron fans do have an army of stans. There are Bron sexuals out there.
Yeah, it's fucking stupid, dude.
Yeah.
That's another. I mean, I don't know if it. I think it's unfortunately here to say, but like I'm slowly realizing, even people that we've been talking to, I'm like, wait a minute, you're a fan of another team, like. Like, I'm just so tired of the stan culture, dude. They bring nothing to, in my opinion, they bring nothing to the table because everything else is everybody else's excuses on the team. And
it's just crazy, bro. Somebody said Josh P. Titty bought R. Kelly's mansion in Chicago.
Josh P. What?
Josh P. Giddy bought R. Kelly. Yo, that's crazy. Oh man, Josh Giddey in Chicago is so funny, man. That's hilarious. Yeah, if you're joining us right now, we're reacting to the NBA draft, second round. We're basically, I think we're at 11 picks left.
Yeah, and we're waiting for this draft to also be over, so this Mikal trade can get finalized, and we can be like, all right, we'll see what's up next.
So Miami's up next. Rocket, damn, Miami got him. There we go.
Miami picking those guys. Miami drafting those players, bro. Miami drafting those players. I told you, bro. Miami drafting those players, bro.
Miami got Jalil Ware and Nikola.
Damn.
I tell you, they do a good job drafting with these picks, man. They've been doing.
Wow, Miami, man.
I just think we got to keep reminding ourselves, like, dude, it's okay. Like this is what these teams need to do now.
Oh, Atlanta's picking him now. They're trading.
We got our time coming, dude. Our time is coming. And we're going to be picking much better. We're going to be picking much better players.
Yeah. Wait, so Miami's not getting him?
No, they're turning it to Atlanta, and they're taking the 40. I don't know what pick.
Oh, so Atlanta got him? That's surprising.
Yeah.
Trey Young replacement? No.
Trey Young, but yeah, they're going to put him at point guard. He gets his assist numbers down, and he's averaging 13 assists.
All right, so you could put up Nicola's highlights next. Nicola, let's put his name.
Oh yeah,
I told you you're gonna have to remind me today because
that's gonna be rough.
Nicola, it's Nikola, Nicola, and then DJURICH. No, DJURIC. Jursic? Is that how you say it? Juric? Fuck. I hope that's how you spell his name.
It's CIC.
Oh, I'm sorry. CIC, my bad.
where
after the
C,
R after the R put a C. After the R put a C. Yeah. CIC.
Yeah.
Oh.
I think you had it right the first time. I think after that other C, you should have had I and then a C.
Are you saying like this?
DUR. It's
Yeah.
DUR.
Oh, DUR.
There's no J. My bad.
J.
DUR.
My bad. I said J. Yeah, I said J.
Yeah.
ISIC.
I was Dursic.
There it is. That should be able to get it.
Yeah, my bad.
Yeah, this is him.
That's
literally his name under. I type in, and that's the first media thing that pops up.
That's him.
Like, what the fuck is that?
25 asistencija, to je najbolji podatak do sada.
Smisla.
Što znači da se raskošno lijepo žuriš.
Turn the volume down, bro. Yeah.
Njenović.
So this kid,
Nešto
man,
sporija
yeah,
akcija.
he's tough.
I odmah
bro.
šut.
Oh, he's actually at the
Prvi
ground.
koji je na parketu.
He's actually there. Hold on, I want to see what he sounds like.
My versatility, like the three-level scorer. I can play defense, I would.
He doesn't sound too smart.
Yo, why he got a black eye? Is he got a black eye? Like somebody punched him in his face. Like got to a fight. He's really good though. He's really good, man. I'm curious why the Hawks want him, but hey. Didn't the Hawks like flame out on what was that other point guard?
Another wing. Another wing.
Another wing, I guess. Who do the Hawks get?
Sar.
That's Sar. Ricochet. Oh, that's what I want to talk
that's
about.
Another wing. That's why I said that's another wing on top of Ricochet. Yeah. Another skilled wing.
When I was looking at Ricochet's like film, like, yeah, bro, he's tough. Like he can play his defense is probably the impressive part about him because his shooting is insane, but then his defense is like really tough. Like he can switch guard like 1 through 4. So Ricochet is I think he has star potential, but who knows what the Hawks
ain't it crazy that a lot of the prospects that we've been talking about, a lot of other people want to?
Yeah, yo, that's what I'm saying, bro. You see everybody on my list is gone. That's why I know I'm like, we know what's up. We know what's up.
Yeah,
trust me, next year we're gonna be real draft analysts. Like we're gonna be like,
oh yeah. Next year we're gonna be doing hypothetical videos in season talking about Cooper Flag. And
if you tapped in with us right now, next year, 2025, we're gonna know every single body in this draft. Like we're gonna know.
Yeah, I cannot wait for that.
Next year we're gonna have to definitely do a lot of pre-planning.
Yeah, because it's the first off the lottery, then Cooper, everything, man.
And you know what? When we were talking yesterday about part of another reason, like I'm just so happy that Sean Marks made that trade and with Houston is that it wiped away so much negative energy. And it's like his decision made it exciting again to pay attention to the Nets. Yeah. And especially the next drafts, man. Like, come on. Like that's what I'm kind of excited too. Is like now we're gonna have something really to be excited going into the next few seasons. Like as far as from a building standpoint,
this is way different than anything we've ever seen before.
Totally different vibe, and it's like I'm happy with that right now. And it's not that I'm happy that we're mid or we suck. It's like no, we're actually gonna try and do it the right way. Like every time the Nets have tried to just buy a championship, it's blown up. So as a fan, I'm ready for this this time. Like you've already tried the Insta chip and it's not worked. Can we try it this way once at least before you fuck it up again?
Yeah.
Hey, I'm glad we did it. Evan
Yeah,
Sidery put out a tweet, and he said the Jazz are receiving robust trade interest on Lauri Markkanen, but they don't intend to move him per Woj ESPN. The key word there is intend. So Utah might actually be open to listening to Godfather offers on Markkanen. Woj said Utah is yet to make a decision on whether they plan to bottom out for the 2025 draft class. If so, Markkanen could be in play.
That's what I was trying to figure out. Because is Utah trying to tank for 2025, or they're trying to like be good?
Did they lose out on Mikal Bridges and now they pivot and go towards the 2025 draft? That would be interesting.
Let me ask
That's
you
a
this,
Danny Ainge sort of thing.
Do you think a guy named Cooper Flagg would play better in Utah or Brooklyn?
Brooklyn, obviously.
He's from Maine.
You want to talk about conspiracies? Cooper Flagg winds up in Utah.
We're such like Maine. Brooklyn. We got the perfect marketability. We're in New York City. Like the number one pick has to be us, bro. It has.
Hey,
to
we're
be.
building towards something, man. We're building,
bro. You can't.
We're exciting, bro.
You can't tell me that if Cooper Flagg winds up in,
he'd be upset.
Utah.
Come on,
Utah. No, he won't be upset, but he'll be like the second coming of Jesus in Utah.
Oh yeah, he would be. Yeah, he would.
No, I was talking about. I thought you were going to talk about if he gets drafted here.
It'll be.
I thought you were going to say if he gets drafted here.
It'll be Caitlin Clark 2.0. Straight up.
Did you see
Caitlin Clark?
Oh, did you?
Crazy.
Yo, AJ, did you see the picture on how Alex Sarr and Caitlin Clark low-key look alike in the face?
Oh
yeah, somebody did that yesterday. That was foul. That was fucking. That was so foul yesterday when I saw.
Yo, let me read some of these comments, yo. Shout out to Anthony. He said he's got big time talent. He's talking about Nicola. Shout out to it's a wings league. The more wings, the merrier. What do you guys think of Reed Sheppard going to Houston, or will he be in the Durant deals of Phoenix? That's a good question.
So Reed Sheppard could possibly be their replacement or backup to could be the eventual Fred VanVleet replacement and the backup going into this upcoming season. That could really work out for them. I'd be very interested to see what they do with him and Jalen Green, how that all works out. But that would be very interesting. They got a very talented team with they got Ime Udoka now too.
Yeah.
But if they do end up trading with Phoenix, you'd think Phoenix
I would package him in there. I would package Reed in there.
You'd think the Phoenix would do the bare minimum and get Reed Sheppard from them. You're trading Kevin Durant.
Yeah. I would probably
Phoenix. Imagine we were the Nets. Imagine we were Phoenix in the situation, but we're the Nets. Yeah. We're trading KD for Reed Sheppard. If we don't get Reed Sheppard, there's no way we don't at least get Reed Sheppard.
Yeah.
Reed Sheppard, 25.
You would want another young piece. Maybe Jalen Green. You would want somebody else too. Yeah. That's a good point. That's a great point you made, that he could be Fred's backup too, or Fred replacement when Fred gets, when he's out of there.
Fred's backup for like a year, and then they move off of him, and then they get somebody else like that, or they're just good where they are and they just trade him for more pieces.
Yeah. Somebody said Duricic is better than Ricochet. No, he's not. Don't do that. Ricochet is different, bro.
Offensive skill wise, Jursic has a lot of skill, but
he has more. Yeah, you're right. I'll say that he definitely can. He's a better shot creator than Ricochet.
But
Ricochet doesn't have really.
The defense is huge. The defense is huge, and the way Ricochet is able to be able to play calm and just play like a top pick and not 3.8 turnovers.
I'll say like this: Jursic has more tools in his bag than Ricochet does. I'll say that.
Yeah,
he does.
I was really okay with drafting him though. I was looking at his highlights and I was like, oh my gosh, this guy can do everything.
Yeah.
So I'll give him that for sure. For sure, his offensive skill was ridiculous.
Yeah, you were watching college all over. Last time we had the number one pick was Derek Favors, who we immediately traded for Darren.
And then before that, who was before that? Terrence Williams.
Yeah, this year I'm telling you, when we get that number one, Cooper or Ace Bailey, man. What do you guys think about Golden State paying PG max contract? I actually want to see that. I want to see Steph and PG.
That would make the league even way that I don't know what way, but it would make the league more interesting for sure.
Yeah, it's perfect for him because he can stay in the West, and he'll be like a better version of Klay Thompson for Steph. I don't know if it'll be the Splash Bros, but it'll be a different kind of mix, at least. It'll be a more tooled Klay Thompson, right?
Why is the second round taking so long?
Yeah, I feel like this one pick is taking a minute, bro. But Shams just leaked. Hold on, let me go back to my draft board. All right, so if you're joining us right now, our second round is underway. Some big moments. The second round, I guess, Flipowski going to Utah, Tyler Smith Bucks, Knicks trading up to get Tyler Kolek, their guard from Marquette, Bobby Clintman going to the Wolves. Who else is it? And that's about it so far. And Duricic, I guess, if you want to say he's going to the Hawks. So those are probably the biggest second round bangers for y'all. If you're an NBA nerd like us, apparently. Because most people don't care. Most people care about the second round.
Bro, this is a crazy report, but this is what I saw from College Basketball Report. So it says trending. Kyle Filipowski's family members are on social media stating that he was groomed by his Mormon girlfriend and is no longer in contact with his family. Filipowski, whatever, they were dating since they were in high school. Filipowski was nervous in NBA draft interviews on the subject, and this is the reason he could have fell to the second round.
What? What kind of? So wait, that video that went viral, that was his Mormon girlfriend?
Yeah.
Yo, Sam, bring up that video because that's crazy. Wait, actually, go type in
what's his name?
Type in Flipowski.
Filipowski.
Filipowski.
Filip. Filip.
I was wondering who was that girl that was hugging him like that. And then now they're saying his Mormon girlfriend groomed him. So she's older than him.
What did you say? F-I what? F-L-I what?
F-I-L.
Oh,
I-P.
I-P.
And then Owski. O-W-S-K-I.
What's his first name?
Kyle.
That's should be weird though. So his family. Wait, read the report one more time, bro.
Wait,
it's a weird.
Wait, is it? I just need to know. Is it this dude? Is it
Share the screen.
Is it this dude?
Yeah, yes. that's him. Yeah. Is that his girl?
Yeah, that's it. That's
okay. Leave that up.
That's what I was reading. That's what I was reading.
For him, I mean, it's like, come on, dude. She's like, to him, he's in heaven.
Yeah.
All blonde girl, like
she looks older than him. Family members on social media stating that he was groomed by his.
28. She's 28.
Oh wow! Stating he was groomed by his Mormon girlfriend and is no longer in contact with his family.
She's giving him the.
Wait, what's she giving us? Yo, that's crazy.
Sorry, dude. This is what you do.
Look like the hot girl.
This is insane.
Like girl.
This is what you're getting. This is what you're getting on on the second round with no picks. This is what you're getting from me today.
Like girl, y'all. Oh my god! All right,
28-20. Oh yeah, Hawk 2 all the way.
So he was 17 and she was 25.
So that's crazy.
How long have they been together?
Since he was in high school.
Wow.
Okay, see, there's the double standard, right? Like complete double standard right there. That if that's the case, then she's a pedophile.
That's crazy.
That's insane.
That's insane.
But how come she don't get arrested?
I didn't read the most important part of the thing. I didn't read the most important part of the thing. I said blah blah blah, bro. I didn't read.
Yo, send me that report though. What is it? CB report? That's crazy, bro.
CBK report. But that's crazy.
Just text me that.
Oh, here's a video of a guy saying, "Can you hear it?"
And his girlfriend, and it is one of.
Did anybody know this in the chat? Did anybody knows about Kyle Filipowski? This is crazy.
Perfectly that he got drafted by the Utah.
This guy's going off saying, "Did he get?" Oh wow.
Yeah, don't play this shit because we could. Yeah, don't play it.
Yeah. And I don't listen. And for we don't know if he was groomed. We don't know anything. But that's just
we don't condone any of this.
That's just a very weird.
Hey, we didn't make that. We didn't make that.
No, I'm just saying if you're telling me that he's 20, she's 28. That means, and they've been together since he's been in high school. I'd like to know how long they relate. That means like not too long ago, like that. Yeah.
But no girl could make me like disown my family. Like, what kind of shit is that? That's crazy to me. Oh my god. Yes. Shout out to the chat. Yeah, the chat is reacting. Yeah. Somebody said the
Yo,
Haktua girl.
bro, this guy, bro, players in the NBA are gonna get in this guy's head, bro.
Yeah. If you're joining us right now,
We're gonna be talking so
we
much
are reacting to the second round.
shit. They're
Real
gonna be
recap.
talking so much shit.
Real recap.
Yeah,
Hit that like button for us. Hit the heart button on Twitter. Big moments of the second round. If you're interested, Kyle Flipowski went to Utah. Tyler Smith, Milwaukee Bucks. The Knicks traded up to get Tyler Kolek, the guard from Marquette. Then Bobby Klintman went to the Wolves. And who else was a bigger banger? And Duricic went to the Hawks. Yo, stop leaking picks. Damn. So yeah, so far we're good. Oh, Cameron Christie. Forgot about him. Is that Doug Christie? Not Doug Christie. What's his name on the Lakers?
Max Christie.
Max Christie. Is that his brother? That's not his brother, right?
Doug Christie.
Oh yeah, that is his brother.
Yeah, it's got to be.
Has anybody ever asked Shams why he ruins the draft?
It's Shams too. It's really Shams. Woj is putting out trades. Shams is putting out the whole draft.
The whole second round. Who leaks the whole second round? Who leaks the whole second round? That's shameless. Shameless Shams. That's a good point, JR. She's a predator. If a man did it, he would be canceled, called out by the crazy feminist on ESPN. That's a good point. If it was the other way around,
he'd be so cooked. He's not getting drafted.
What do you think about the reports? Like as soon as when they hired JJ, all of a sudden, did you see that other thing where some girl during college saying he called her the N-word? All this, have you seen all that too?
Oh yeah, I saw that report too. He just got the job too, and I'm like, damn, how he get called out like that?
But okay, so that's the only. I'm not saying it did or didn't happen, but that's the only thing about our culture I don't understand sometimes is like, why do people wait so long to say something? I don't know. I mean, I get it, but it's like it's weird. It
gets to a point, yo.
I just, you know what it is? I fucking hate social media, and I hate what social media has done to people. Like you can't, like, it's really caused people like to question everything, and it's ridiculous.
Yeah, it's really crazy. Somebody said Shams is a puppet for the LeBron's Clutch Sports. Woj used to leak the draft too when he was with Yahoo.
Oh yeah,
I was probably back in the day. ESPN put a gag order. Woj. That's hilarious. Like Shams is just showing off that he has sources. That's why he's just showing off. But like, bro, we know you have sources. Like, we know you have every agent in the NBA's number. Every agent, yeah, we know that. You don't got to tell us every. Like, it's the second round. First round, I get it. First round, you want to show off top 10 pick. But the second round, come on, you're shameless for that. Yeah. What do you guys think about? Wait, I was gonna say the Wolves are kind of making some slight moves right now.
That's why I was saying I wonder if there's just like there seems to be this handful of teams that are just constantly moving, and I wonder how much that is screwing up. But then again, I said this last season. I said it at the beginning of the season. I said it during the season, and I said it at the end of the season. I do not care if we don't do something. Is like, if you're telling me that we would have had to make a bad deal to get into something, I'm totally okay with Marks not making any moves because the deals were just not good enough. If that is 100% fact, that's what I expect my GM to do. If everybody's trying to rip you off now and nobody's giving you the deal you want, then don't do it. You're not in it like you. That's the other thing I meant to say earlier. That's the other good thing about right now is we don't have to fucking be desperate anymore.
Yeah.
There's no desperation to get in on this draft. We have plenty of guys to work on, and you can't tell me that he's not going to look at a bunch of undrafted dudes as well.
Oh yeah, that's a good point.
You know what I'm saying? And it's like, and then let's be honest, because of how the CBA and things are changing, there's going to be a lot of young individuals that are going to grab 1-year contracts. Like we're going to find the Trendon Waffords. We're going to find the Lonnie Walker. Like that's part of why I'm not so tripped out on this. And if it's really like, hey, the deals weren't there and they wanted too much to get into this draft, and we just said, nah, we're going to concentrate on moving DFS now, Cam Johnson, Dennis Schroeder, and trying to get the best deals that we can there and set ourselves up for more of the future. I have zero issue with that.
Yeah. I agree, because like I said, I'm not I'm not feeling for Sean to get in here at this draft. I'll just like, as long as you get rid of CJ and DFS for decent value in the summer before the season starts, if you clean house, if everybody's gone and maybe you keep Ben, like if you're not able to get rid of Ben because of his contract, I will be happy with that. But I want everybody gone, like the vets, and I want Dennis and all them gone.
Is it Tala Monstar? How do you
yeah, Talal.
They posted that there's a trade proposal between the Nets, Philly for DFS Johnson. Is this true? And then they said per Reinhardt.
No, I think that was
Hey, listen, JR, I don't trust Marks, but he is a human being, and he did make a decision last night that nobody thought he would make, and he got our picks back and he got rid of McCall. So there's something still left in his brain. I don't fully trust him, but so far it looks like he woke up. So that's where I'm at with him. I'm holding off full judgment of Marks until I see roster starting day, or like summer league, or by summer league you should know what your roster is. But like when I see that, that's when I'm kind of going to be like, I'm going to reevaluate Marks. Yeah, I know, fire him anyways, but I don't think he's going anywhere. And I unfortunately think last night's the trade kind of bought him some time. Yeah. So I feel like we're stuck with him. So if we are stuck with him, I have to hope that he's learned something and is making a better decision. I have to. I mean,
that the Billy Reinhardt tweet, I think he was just that was just a mock trade he was doing. I don't think it's smoke behind it. Can you send me the Discord link? Yeah, I'm gonna put the Discord link in the chat right now. If you're on Discord, yeah, join our Discord too. CJ will get his value. He will get us 2 first. Just let the 2 first. I don't know about that, but hey, if we can do that, hey, shoot, I'll take it. Like I said, if it's in the 26 draft or 25 draft, I'll take 2 first for CJ.
Hey, you guys are on your own for a second. I got to take my one of my sons to something. I'll be back in a little bit.
All right.
All good, man.
Bro. Yeah. So, somebody said fire Marks anyway. I really hope Ulrich Komich going to be undrafted. Who's this? I don't know who this is. I've never heard of him. Ulrich Komich.
Ulrich Komich.
You ever heard of that?
No.
Put me on BTB. I don't know who that is.
Yeah,
is he nice?
Denver is trading Reggie Jackson to Charlotte for 3 unprotected second round picks.
Oh, we got our first trade alert, y'all. Trade alert. This it's a big trade alert. This is a big trade alert.
Yeah, it's a bomb, bro.
Whoa, big trade alert.
Whoa.
All right. Yo, if Denver loses Reggie and KCP, what's going to happen, bro? What's going to happen? Like Denver got how much?
How valuable do you think Reggie was for them, though?
Like, well, I'll say the first year he was more valuable. The second year he didn't really do much, but he's like the Jamal. Like when Jamal Murray goes to the bench, he's the guy that runs the offense a little bit. No?
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah.
We'll see what else they do. Well, who have they drafted so far? I'm wondering what their draft is so far.
They took the backup center Deron Holmes. That's all I remember.
Yeah, they did draft Deron.
Did they draft a guard or a wing for KCP replacement? I don't think so. All right, Indiana's selecting Tristan Noon at 49. San Antonio's getting Harrison Ingram. Oh, what the heck? Why am I getting so many? Oh, 3 unprotected seconds. Okay, Denver. So I wonder what Denver's really doing now. Yeah, this is interesting now. Denver is if they lose KCP, they're gonna have to find a wing. Let me see what y'all saying. So we have 4 firsts for 25. Yeah, we do.
As of now.
Yeah, we do. AJ is a true McBride part of the McD. We're not sure yet, but basically the report was the Knicks are trying to dump salary. So I think they're trying to see if they can get a first from another team and give McHale to that. I'm not McHale, give McBride to that team. That's what I think they're doing. But they need to dump salary. So at first they thought about giving us McBride, but the report said they shied away from it. So I don't know.
I guess we just have to wait and see.
Yeah, basically we'll see if
Did you see what I was listening, I was about to leave, and then I saw Nets Press put out, per source, Brooklyn will acquire Miles McBride to finalize the deal, keeping the source undisclosed at the moment.
He did that with Cam Johnson.
Nothing for certain, but hoping they're right.
Oh, shit. Wait, Nets Press said that?
But Net Press says a lot of things that
he does say a lot of things. Whoa.
He said, bro, he did that with Cam Johnson yesterday. But I'm trusting him this time.
I'm not trusting dude. I'm not trusting anyone, because if you end your statement with nothing for certain but hoping they're right, like, come on, dude.
Yeah, like when you say, like when you give someone good advice, but you just hit him with that. But that's just me, though.
Never. Why would you say keeping the source undisclosed? Like, who says that? I don't know. I don't get it.
But that's just me.
I don't know. I'm not gonna buy into shit right now.
Yeah, it's just a matter of waiting, because we literally haven't done anything.
Nope.
We haven't done anything.
No, I mean, we've done enough so far, but even the.
No, I'm talking about like in terms of the draft. Obviously, we've been doing.
Oh yeah, dude. We're gonna be like kids in a candy store next year, dude.
We'll be fine. I'm looking forward to this next year. I'm still interested to see what Dorian and CJ get moved for, and Dennis Schroeder, and what we do with Ben Simmons.
We're either going to be screaming with joy next season during the draft, or we're going to be fucking like, what the fuck? Like, typical net shit will happen.
Yeah, we'll be depressed. That happens all the time.
All right, I'll be back.
Sounds good. Oh, man. We're still just waiting and waiting and waiting and waiting to see. We're still waiting to see where Bronny falls, obviously, to 55. Or to 56, or he just goes to 56. He just goes to the Suns. That would be crazy. He just passes 55. But I am waiting to see what we do with Trendon Watford as well. That was also a topic we've mentioned throughout, like, a little bit. But I've been thinking,
my bad, what I miss?
And that's obviously a restricted free agent. But the way he can conduct, just the way he plays and his energy, we were able to see that. And that's how a fun team is built. And that's how players are, play more engaged. A lot of players like that are able to just get something done. And when you're a team like what we're going to be, I feel like as many players like that, and with the height that he has, that's somebody you definitely bring back. That's another player we can have for our rebuild. Another player we can have for that rebuild.
Well, what was I gonna say about the McBride thing? Like, the Tyler Kolek move was definitely suspect. That's what made me think like they might be moving McBride, because you wouldn't trade. We said that during this stream, you wouldn't trade 3 second rounds to move up to get Tyler Kolek for nothing. So I think that might McBride.
Yeah, that means they have a 3-point guard rotation. If they're trying to, I'd say if they're trying to really contend like that, obviously it makes sense, like, why you'd have like 3-point guards. That's a very, it's very interesting. But I'm also interested to see if we end up getting just nothing and the trade just gets finalized.
Yeah. All right, y'all. So if you're joining us right now, we're reacting to the second round. Right now we are at pick 49. Tristan Newton just got picked up. Bangers of the round 2 again. Kyle Flipowski went to Utah. Tyler Smith, Milwaukee. Knicks traded up what we just talked about to get Tyler Kolek from Marquette. Bobby Clintman, he was big on our draft board. Really liked that kid. He went to Minnesota. And then who else was like? Oh, Nikola Djurgic went to the Hawks. He's really was big on our draft board too. So those are the bangers of the second round so far. Nuggets freeing up space for KCP. Okay, that makes sense. They might be freeing up space for KCP. Maybe that's why they traded Reggie. Because he opted. He did opt out though.
They didn't take in any money. They didn't take on any money. They just took 3 seconds on.
But KCP could have opted in. Why would he opt out? Like, unless he wants, maybe he wants some like a long term.
He wants more money.
He wants a longer term deal. Yeah.
You just want maybe a longer term deal on a longer contract.
Yeah.
Or maybe it's just the same type of deal. Who knows how much?
Somebody said 2028 interests me because Nets have swaps with both Suns and Knicks that may not be swappable with 76ers pick. Yeah, that's a very interesting point. Yeah, we're getting close to Bronny. Bronny's getting close, 55. We'll see what happens. I guess we heard that Rich Paul. Well, Bob Myers said that Rich Paul's calling agents and telling them, calling teams and telling them if you draft Bronny, he's going to Australia. So do not draft him.
Do not draft him.
Do not draft him, or he will go to Australia. I put the Discord. Everybody on YouTube, I put the Discord link in the chat. So I pinned it. So if you want to jump on our Discord, just jump. And if you're on Twitter, just go to YouTube, and our Discord link is there. They're saying McBride might be headed to a third team. I'm looking at all this, yo. I'm on Twitter too. We'll see, man. Because after the draft, we're gonna see where it falls. I don't know if it's gonna be immediately after, but yeah, the McBride news is definitely interesting because, like Rage was saying before, he's tough. He's a shooter, and he's 23 years old. We'll see. Oh, next person went viral with that tweet.
What's up?
I said next person went viral with that tweet, the McBride tweet.
And hopefully it ends up happening.
Yeah, somebody said the source. They kicking him in the comments, yo. You don't have sources. Damn, why they come out with the numbers like that, yo? We'll see, man. We'll see. But McBride is trending right now. McBride is trending on Twitter.
This is taking forever, man.
Somebody said Jalen. Why Billy say that? Jalen Brunson, Miles McBride, and Tyler Kolek is one of the best point guard depth charts in the league. I wouldn't say one of the best, but I feel like it's a little much. You think it's the best? It is good, but you think it's one of the best?
It's pretty solid.
It's solid. It's solid. I'm trying to think of another team with point guard depth like that. Indiana's about to pick Enrique Freeman. Oh wow! And we just saw the Nets work. The Nets were working out Enrique Freeman the other day too. He's an elite rebounder. He could shoot slightly. He kind of reminds me of Aaron Gordon a little bit.
Hey, and you know what we also have for we also get to see like the reports on who gets like drafted or not drafted, but the undrafted players who get signed and what we do.
Oh yeah,
and the Mikal Bridges trade if that gets finalized.
Yeah. What was I gonna say? Yeah, Enrique. So it looks like Enrique's gone to the Pacers. It's a good pickup. It's a good pickup. Sean has yet to enter the draft yet. AJ is looking like Trent Flowers and Jalen might go undrafted. That's good for us. If Trent Flowers and Jalen Williams go undrafted, that's great for us. Trent Flowers was on my list. Those are, I think, the two people. Shout out to Ness One. Those are the two people that were on my list that didn't get drafted so far. Who wants more money? Y'all saying somebody wants more money? Who wants more money? KCP?
Yeah, probably.
Oh, KCP. Oh.
Yeah, he's talking about KCP.
Okay, shout out to BT. He said KCP wants more. Yeah. because he didn't opt. He could have, if he wanted to stay, he could have opted in for like it would have been like 16 and a half or something like that, right?
Yeah, he would have just opted in.
Yeah.
That's it's pretty obvious. He just wants more money.
Do you guys agree with Billy Reinhart? Do you guys think that's the best point guard depth in the NBA? For some reason, I still don't consider Jalen Brunson a point guard. Like, he doesn't scream. I don't know why. He doesn't give me that point guard feel. Am I bugging or no?
Hey, that's why they got Tyler Kolek and another point guard.
Maybe that's why, right?
That's why.
He just doesn't give me that like. Oh my God, he doesn't give me that point guard. He's a point guard, but doesn't give me that point guard feel for some reason. I don't know why. Maybe because he just scores so much. He's like a scorer. He just scores so much. Boston's about to get McCullough, Freeman, or Bridges. Yeah, Freeman went to the Pacers. Mark the truth. So we just forgot about Indiana point guard depth. Oh yeah, Mark the truth. Okay, I was searching the NBA. I was like, there's no way there's another point. There's a better point guard depth than that. Yeah, Mark, you should comment under his Twitter and be like, yo, what are you talking about? What about Indiana? Yeah, because I'd rather have that point guard depth than. Well, let me see. Rage, who would you rather have, Jalen Brunson, McBride, or Tyler Kolek, or Halliburton, McConnell, Nembhard?
Yeah, no, it's definitely
No, definitely Nembhard. Definitely the Pacers
he's
one.
got it. Yeah, he's got it.
Because you can't even. Yeah, Kolek is good.
Thanks for reminding us, Mark. Thanks for reminding us, Mark. Yeah, no, it's that. They got that. They got that.
Kolek is good, but you can't like say he's like gonna be like that right away. You got to see what he does.
All of these guys are all like McConnell and Nembhard have shown like what they are. Halliburton's obviously that he's obviously solid. We know what they are. Yeah. No, that they got it.
Somebody said Shams got restricted on Twitter. No, he didn't. Did he? No, he didn't. He got restricted?
Probably because he's tweeting so much.
He got put in Twitter jail? No way. Hold on, let me fix my.
I mean, he hasn't tweeted in 12 minutes.
Nah, he didn't get restricted. Maybe he finally got some shame.
Sam, he put out my account keeps getting locked. That's so dumb.
Yo, no way Sham said that. Hold on, let me reply to that tweet. It's because you keep leaking, bro. That's why. Yo, that's hilarious. Shams tweeted that. I said, yo, it's because you keep leaking second round picks, bro.
This dude's been leaking the whole draft, dude. How many tweets?
Yeah. So far, Tristan Newton from UConn. People are really like him. They're saying that was a good pickup for the Pacers.
And then he said a potential third team that could look to take Dorian Finney-Smith or Cam Johnson.
Who?
In terms of the Knicks and the and us.
Who said that? Wait,
who
said
a
that?
third team on it. And that's for us.
He said they're looking for a third team?
He said a potential third team that could look to take Dorian Finney-Smith or Cam Johnson.
Oh, Nespre's coming out with the sources today. I should tell him to come in here.
Hey, if he's right, then that's gonna be like, dang, I was not familiar with your game.
He said though the part is just speculation, don't be surprised. But he's right though. Sean does like 3-team trades, so it is possible that if there's a way we can get McBride,
we might have to make a whole separate stream for this trade that we might see.
Yeah, it's like if there's a way he can get McBride, kill two birds with a stone. You get off TJ and Dorian, and then you get McBride. That's like killing 3 birds with one stone. And then you get all those picks from McHale in one trade. Ooh, that's sexy. That's a sexy trade right there for us. Somebody said Elon Musk forgot to pay the servers. Yo, I'm crying, bro. That's karma for Shams because he keeps leaking second round picks.
Well, we're at 52. We're coming up to that 50. We're coming up to 55 pretty soon.
Bronny's coming.
Bronny.
Yeah, if you're joining us right now, we're reacting to the NBA draft. We'll probably will end this stream, and then we might go to Nets Kingdom only, just in case anything happens for our Nets fans. But I might end this stream and start another stream for just after the after effects.
If there's a third team that's involved, we're gonna have to make a separate stream.
Yeah, I'm gonna do another stream, but I'm staying on for right now for our Twitter family right now. And the NBA, if there's any other NBA fans watching on us too right now. Shout out to Adam. What's good? If Suns go for Booker next year, maybe we cancel our Suns swap to cancel the Houston 2027 swap. I gotta see what's happening with the Suns because from what I've heard, like KD is kind of upset and he might not want to be there. We saw Houston try to trade for him, so I feel like low-key, I feel like the Suns are kind of holding KD hostage. But what's interesting is KD is a free agent in 2026, so the Suns don't have a lot of time. This might be KD's last year with the Phoenix Suns.
Yeah, those later Suns picks might be some.
Yeah,
but if they trade them, then they'll be okay because they can get.
They got to make a decision. It's either they trade KD in the middle of the year or they let KD walk for nothing. Because I don't know I don't think KD's gonna resign there, bro.
If they just blow it up, the Rockets are gonna look.
Oh my god, the Rockets! Oh, that's what. Are you gonna be like upset for what Sean did if Sean gave up those Suns picks?
No.
Yeah.
No.
Because what if those Suns picks are like golden? Those Suns picks could be golden. Because if KD walks,
it might be a chance you. It might be. It's a chance you take when you gain your own picks for 2025. And 2026. We gain our picks back for 2 drafts. We have the chance to pick first in both of these drafts. Imagine you land in the top 3 in both of these drafts.
Because KD, what you call it?
It could backfire in terms of the Rockets being an actual championship contender.
Yeah, like I said, it's the West though. It's a long shot for them. It's still the West. It's still the West.
Oh yeah, no, yeah, it is still the West. Every team, especially if the Warriors get PG, it's just going to be so much. There's still the Clippers. There's still so many teams. I can't even mention all the teams that are in the West. We know what we've seen, and we know what teams are still going to be involved. And if
what you call it? The Suns could still be good with Devin and Bradley Beal, but the thing is they have no pivot ability. They can't really pivot and add to that team because they don't have no draft picks. The cap is still going to be crazy because of Bradley Beal's toxic contract. They're still going to be in hell. They're in basketball hell right now.
Yeah, it's rough for them. But see, this is why you just pivot. You go towards a rebuild, and you don't have to have this problem. Getting swept in the first round, and then having to pivot and trade out everyone else, and then you just go in a rebuild anyways.
Yeah,
they're just going through what we went through.
Basically, yeah, they're gonna be in hell for a minute.
Memphis is selecting Cam Spencer at 53. Shams leaking another pick.
Oh, there he is. He was Cam Spencer, man. Another good guy. I wasn't me or Rage were high on Cam Spencer, but he's definitely a shooter, a sniper, man. I think that's gonna translate quick. One of those guys who can shoot like that, a sniper. You need one of those guys. Wait, so somebody said Jake Fisher's account was getting locked too? What's going on with Twitter? What's going on with Twitter, yeah? Oh, Woe said Minnesota has number 57 now. So, what's going on in Minnesota? What the heck, yo? So Minnesota got 57, and I'm confused now because did they get Cam Spencer, or they're trading him?
Memphis did.
Oh, okay. So they're trading 53 to Memphis, who's getting Cam. Okay, and now Minnesota gets 57.
Yep.
Okay, that makes sense. Cam Spencer, yeah, he's good, man. That's a good pickup for Memphis. I mean, now they got Ja, they got I don't know about the Zach Edey behind JJJ, but hey, at least you got somebody. At least you got a center, backup center, I guess.
Yeah.
Yeah. Somebody said no because Cooper Flag is 2025. AJ Dabantesta is 2026. Not sure about 2028 and 2029. Yeah. For 2026, I really want Cam Boozer. But AJ would be nice too. I like him too. Bradley Beal is cooked. Bradley Beal might be cooked. He might be cooked. That's not gonna lie. Would like to see the Nets and use their cap space for picks and finally use all these TPEs. Yeah, I agree. We'll see, man.
What if the Thunder go towards Lauri Markkanen since Utah might be open to?
That's a good point. That's the piece they need. Wow, you really put a you're right about that. That's a great pick. So if you guys know, Utah actually there was a report. Who put it out? Was it Woj or Shams? It was I think it was Shams.
So what the
Lauri
Lauri
Markkanen
Markkanen thing?
smoke. Yeah,
Yeah,
read the Lauri.
Sidery got it from Woj.
Okay. It was
He added
Saturday got it
Woj,
from
yeah.
Woj. It was about basically that Utah is
I
taking
can read
phone
I
calls.
can read it again. I can read it
Read it
again.
again.
Yeah,
I think they're
it's
taking
insane.
phone calls.
The Jazz are receiving robust trade interest on Lauri Markkanen, but they don't intend to move him per Woj ESPN. The key word there is intend. So Utah might actually be open to listening to Godfather offers on Markkanen. Woj said Utah has yet to make a decision on whether they plan to bottom out for the 2025 class. If so, Markkanen could be in play.
OKC could really go for him too because they got the assets to go for him.
And they've drafted all of these players.
That's what I'm saying. Like, why are they drafting so much? I was wondering about that.
And they've
they always Sam Presti
players.
always does that, but
To be fair, Utah has drafted too, but still, but if Utah's pivoting towards rebuild, obviously they draft. It would make sense why OKC would draft because they could trade those draft picks in order to get Lauri Markkanen.
What's your package for Lauri? We think you gotta put somebody nice in there.
You'll probably have to put at least 3 firsts in there. At least 3.
Yeah,
I mean, Mikal
3.
got 5,
I'll say
so
3.
I don't even know.
I'll say 3. Yeah, Lauri, I'll say 3. 3 unprotected.
If you want to add players in there,
I'm not trying to give up J-Dub.
Are they future? Okay, if they want to go for 2025, see what you can get for 2025. You might want to check in on Topic because that makes sense. You know, they don't have
You could put Topic,
Sexton, Clarkson.
Yeah, you can put Topic. You can put up who's that backup big that does the other Jalen Williams? Who's that? I'll put him in there. The backup one. His name is Jalen Williams.
Yeah,
too,
there's
right?
him. Yeah, the other Jalen Williams.
Yeah, I would put him
one
in
with
there.
Y.
I would put Topic, Jalen Williams, the other one, not J-Dub, the big Jalen, and maybe somebody else.
And then give them 3 firsts.
Yeah, and then put 3 firsts for.
I think that's fair.
Lauri.
I think that's fair. If you put those players in there and then 3 firsts, yeah, it probably
and
work
somebody,
out.
Somebody else is saying sources are telling me that Miles McBride will be a net.
Who said that?
Some guy named Miguel.
Wait, Miguel
Austin
Contreras?
is selecting Anton Walker.
Live from his handle is live from the SHXD. He's a Nets fan.
Okay, so Shams just put out that the Lakers are selecting Bronny.
Wow. That's such a joke.
Wait, is it Miguel Contreras? It's not Contreras, right?
No.
Oh, okay, never mind.
What a big surprise.
Bronny a Laker. This is such a joke. Did you see
Bronny's a Laker, y'all. Bronny's a Laker, y'all. How y'all feeling? How's the chat feeling?
It's a joke, dude. It's a fucking joke.
Bronny James Jr. is in the NBA thanks to his dad. I'm saying. Crazy.
I mean,
man.
dude, we all knew it was going to happen.
Yeah. I just feel bad for
to be fair with you and to be fair too. I wonder how much Bronny having the health issue also is showing how much control they had in what and where he goes.
Yeah. It just makes me sad for the kids that can't get a look, an opportunity. Those AAU kids right now, or you're playing D2 or D1 and you can't get a look, but you're averaging 28.
I'll guarantee you there's a kid better than Bronny James that deserves the shot.
Yeah, exactly. Facts. Big facts. So it just sucks, you know. But hey, it's who you know. Well, that's what they say in this world. It's about who you know. It is about who you know. It's not about what you know. It's about who you know.
It is.
That's what the world is, man. Somebody said, "What an embarrassment."
Hey, did you see that Sham's account kept getting locked too?
You saw?
Yeah, he tweeted it out. He said it.
Yeah. And I retweeted and I said, "Good, let people enjoy the draft."
Yeah. It's because he keeps leaking picks. Like, how do you leak the whole second round? Like, I swear to God, it's only because Bronny's in this draft. If Bronny was not in this draft, Shams wouldn't give it. I don't think he would care about the second round this hard.
Imagine Bronny starts for the championship Lakers next to his dad.
LeBron finally got his. I can't believe Bron really got his dream. Bron got his dream, bro. Look at Shams, first father-son duo. You couldn't wait. He had that in the drafts. The first father-son duo. That's crazy, man.
Someone said the Nets should bring back Jacques Vaughn to help with the tank.
Who said that? Wait, who said that?
This dude on Twitter, bro. He responded to the Brooklyn way, bro. He's hilarious.
That's mad funny, bro. We should just bring back. We should have a coaching staff of Steve Nash and Jacques Vaughn for assistant coaches. Help us,
bro.
Us be bad.
Bro, you gotta get John Beeline in there. You gotta get like Fred Hoiberg.
Yo, that's hilarious.
Steven Silas, get him in there.
All the worst coaches in the world. Put them on the net so we can lose.
Hey, you know what I need? I need that Tiger fucking picture I sent to. Should I just? Hey, is this a perfect? Remember that picture I put in the chat the other day about the Tiger just sitting there?
Oh yeah.
Should I post that?
Yeah, put that. You should definitely drop that on, bro.
Drop that on the tweet.
On the Twitter, yeah, on the Twitter. Wow, look at all this. Now my whole line is gonna be Lakers Bronny. It's gonna be
that's all Bronny. It is. That's all it's gonna be now.
My whole timeline is Bronny. Like all I'm seeing is like Lakers posts. And I'm like,
shit is lame, dude.
Look, they're showing Rob Pelinka. Look, they're all celebrating. If you're watching the TV, like they're all celebrating. Look at JJ Redick.
LeBron James and Bronny James now have the most combined points by a father-son duo in the NBA history with 40,474 points.
Look at them. They're all like shaking their head like they just got the biggest draft pick in the world. Like they got the biggest prospect in the world. Look at that.
55.
Shameless. Lakers fans, if you're in here, you're shameless. Shameless.
AJ, all right, I gotta send it to you for a review and tell me if this is like a money tweet. Shameless. Oh no, I'll just send it. I'll put it in the Nets Kingdom so you can see it too. Right? I gotta know before I tweet.
Wow. Yeah, definitely.
Is there anything wrong with that, or
yo, no, post that, bro. You're good. You're valid.
I'm old, so I got to run everything by you guys. I don't know.
Yo, how did they find this picture of Dennis Rose? Is this a real picture? This is a real picture?
No,
did he really post this?
No way he did.
He's in a robe with socks on with the Tom Tracy's.
Oh yeah. You knew
the Stacey Adams.
I don't know what the fuck that is.
Bro got the Stacey Adams on.
He's really trying to stay a net. It looks like.
Yo, let me know, chat. Chat, is that a real picture? Yeah, Adam. Shout out to Adam. He definitely had that saved. Yeah. All we're gonna see is Bronny and Lakers fans celebrate now. Wait, let me see what they're saying on TV.
It's a fucking joke, dude. Utter joke.
One of the greatest players to ever play the game, LeBron James, and now we see the first ever father-son duo in the NBA. Stephen A.
I'm incredibly happy for Bronny James. I remember when
you're clearly happy. Yo, this is such a fake reaction.
Dude, they are hyping the fuck out of him right now.
This is a fake reaction. Look at that. Look at it. 4 points, 2.
Yeah, and Woj is like, I don't want to hear anybody complain about nepotism here. Like, shut the fuck up.
Look at his strengths: defensive intensity and athleticism.
German fashion.
Somebody said German fashion in the chat. German fashion. Somebody said, get ready. ESPN's about to milk this for weeks. Yeah, if you're joining us right now, Bronny James just got drafted to the Los Angeles Lakers, the 55 pick. It happened, y'all. Just know if you're an NBA dad, well, actually, I don't know. Can any other NBA dads do this? I think only Bron could do this. I'm thinking like other NBA dads can.
It is LeBron, but geez, man.
Yeah. Like the only other player who could, like even Michael Jordan couldn't do this.
I guess the summer league. Yeah, BTB just said the summer league. I was literally just saying the same thing. The summer league is about to be crazy.
Because Michael Jordan's sons played ball. I would say Bronny was definitely Bronny's definitely better than Michael Jordan's sons, but even Michael Jordan couldn't get him in the league.
What I don't want to hear is like, this is so amazing how God blessed us with, like, dude, don't even. Like this is a straight controlled from beginning to end. Do not try to make this a spiritual.
Yeah. Bronny got drafted. Chopper City. Yeah, he did. He just got drafted right now.
Come on, dude.
Yeah.
Oh, whatever. You know what it is? It's like the media and the way all ESPN, and it's just like
they're just hyping it, right? Go to let's see if NBA Central, did they post the Bronny highlights? The Bronny highlights.
Woes already said, hey, for people judging him on his first rookie season, you got to take into consideration of his health issue he had. I get that. But like, please don't just constantly. That was Woj. She just said it on
TV.
Yeah, like the kid's got some skill, but it just like, come on, bro. Like,
yo, put up the share your screen. Put the Bronny.
I am. Because that's the thing. Like, you can't tell me that if this dude was as good as people are going to try and sell us on, like. Other teams would have drafted him, and you wouldn't have had to make the fact that you had to make phone calls, probably. Like, come on, dude, you only tried out for the Lakers and the Suns. Like, who's gonna get in the way of LeBron James and company?
It's just like, turn the volume down. It's just like when the nepotism factor of this whole thing is just really shameless, because I'm not saying Bronny's like doesn't work hard. He might work hard, but like I said again, like coming from like people who've actually played ball and can't get a look and are better than Bronny, it sucks, because like he got that look because of because his dad and his name.
I just don't like that some people are treating him like how when his dad came in. It's like, bro, this is like this are two different human beings with two different skill sets coming into this league.
Yeah.
Like,
I'll say this, like he got into the league because of his dad, right? But you better prove yourself. This is if you don't waste this opportunity now. You got into the league because of your dad. Now make something of yourself. If you fail,
I'll say this. I'll say that he got more on the Lakers because of his dad than he got into the league because of his dad.
Do you think if the Lakers drafted?
I think it was more that like. I'm just saying, like, I think Bronny could have gotten into the league, but I'm just saying the fact that he's in the league and on the Lakers, like, come on, that's different.
Do you think if the Lakers didn't have a second round pick, do you think Bronny gets drafted?
Yeah, I do.
Very simple. In the chat. You guys think Bronny gets drafted?
Because he's LeBron James' son, and you're telling me one of these teams would not take a chance on Bronny James? Of course they would.
But are they drafting him? Are they drafting him hoping Bron comes to their team, or are they drafting him because of like he's a skillful and he's nice?
B said sure, for sure. I mean, I seriously think he would have gotten picked up if he just worked out for everybody and didn't put out whatever was already put out. I think somebody would have taken a chance on him, even if he wound up in the G League. That would have brought a whole lot of attention. Like, somebody would have taken a shot on him. But that's why it's like, no, this is just a straight control to the Lakers. It's not about even him getting into the NBA. It's a straight strong arm to the Lakers.
Yeah.
Yeah, exactly. I'll waste a 50 pick on him. Fuck yeah, somebody would.
You said you'll waste a 50 pick.
Like somebody would have.
Are y'all just drafting him just to draft him, or like you think he's gonna help out?
Okay, AJ,
on the Lakers, he's in a
you
perfect
have,
situation. But I'm
you
saying if
have
you
one of
draft
the
him to the
last.
Hornets, are you gonna see Bronny James again?
Well, let me ask you this: you have one of the
Yeah.
last 10 picks of the second round draft, and you're pretty much good. You're not going to take a chance on LeBron James's son and see what happens in the G League and see what he develops to. Why wouldn't you? But I mean, and they already put it out from the very beginning. Like, yeah, don't draft me because I won't play for you, and that's essentially what was done. So to me, it's more the part that annoys me the most is that you just literally controlled the whole process right to the Lakers, and that's fucking lame to me.
Somebody said my dad had better numbers in Division I, and he didn't get drafted.
That's crazy.
Hey, Chubbs.
I know bad people who have better numbers than Bronny. I know plenty of players that are better than Bronny, bro. But it is what it is.
I had to leave. I had to leave like 30 minutes before the draft started. So did I miss anything significant on our side?
Nope.
No,
not yet.
Nothing.
Okay.
Only speculation about potentially McBride from the Knicks coming over. There's some speculation there. A lot of people handful of people are doing the hey, my sources say. So we'll see if that deal's not done. It's not made official, so it potentially could change, either add or subtract. Like that one's not done yet, so that could change.
I mean, if all it takes is okay, we'll take McBride, then screw it. I mean, it's if anything, and that's not to disrespect McBride, whatever we get in the 25 draft has a chance to replace him anyway.
Yeah, and
that's how I view the draft.
Ending on his rookie contract too.
Yeah, and not for nothing, if anything Deuce McBride can provide on the offensive end, we already have that in Cam Thomas. The only difference is he has much more better defensive tangibles. That's just how I see it.
He's a great,
it's not a negative.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He could shoot too, bro. He could play like he's a great catch and shoot. Did you see you remember him catch and shoot? Like there were some moments when I'm watching Knicks games, I'm like, this kid has like 7 threes in a row. I'm like, what the fuck's going on? Who is this kid?
Nah, he came in and did his thing in the playoffs, so I'm not mad if we get him. I'm just saying, like, screw it. Like, if it takes let's just give us Deuce McBride and we can just put this to bed.
Yeah, I was saying earlier, like, if Sean could figure out a way to, if they involve a third team, right? The Knicks get off McBride, they get their first from another team, and we can offload CJ and DFS in that same trade. That would just kill 3 birds with 1 stone. That would be amazing. Yeah. But I don't know if that's going to happen.
Okay, so I know y'all just talked about Bronny getting drafted by the Lakers.
Yeah, go ahead. Yeah, what's your thoughts on Bronny? If you're joining us right now, Bronny's.
I could have seen this coming. The minute, even before today, they started. Clutch Sports started deciding who and where Bronny gets to work out with. I knew it was going to be some team on the West Coast. It was either going to be Phoenix, it was going to be Sacramento or Lakers. Any team from the West Coast that's preferably close to where LeBron is, that's where Bronny was going to go. I mean, we can call it nepotism. I know good and damn well if I was in LeBron's shoes, I would get my son in the NBA if I had an opportunity. But there's not much of Bronny in college to say what he will be. So if anything, what he does in the NBA is fully the barometer. And that is kind of reckless on Bron's part because this league is very hard to get into.
Bro,
how many
it is.
How many players in total in the league? What, 400 excluding G League and stuff like that?
Yeah. Like it's like 0.0001% of the population.
Like it seems like a lot. 400 is a lot, but in this league, that's very minuscule considering how many people play basketball at somewhat of a high level, whether it's the collegiate, whether it's semi-pro, overseas. Yeah. And there's so many good players that do deserve to be in the league.
Yeah.
But unfortunately, they're not getting that opportunity over nepotism. Like you can't sugarcoat it. It's nepotism. So like, I hope
run these Bronny highlights again. It's like he looks decent, but it's like he didn't prove himself over the
why
college.
Why run his highlights? Why run his highlights? It's literally 3 plays. If anything, we got to go to his Sierra Canyon footage.
Yeah, you got to go. He didn't prove himself enough in the college in the NCAA. Like, what did he prove in the NCAA that he should be in the NBA. That's all I'm saying.
Somebody here's a good point.
was
Dude, Dime Dropper in a chat
Yeah.
I'm in. He said he's a 6'3" guard that plays defense and can spot up here and there. But how many other NCAA players can we say that about who don't have a famous dad?
That's what I'm saying, bro.
Yeah.
I was trying to say that the whole time. Like, there's players out there that are.
I mean, that like Dime kind of hits it right there. It's like, yeah, I'm sorry. Anybody that tries to like give you a hard time about would Bronny be in the situation and on the Lakers if his dad wasn't LeBron? Fuck no, he wouldn't be.
Yeah.
I mean,
and it's
like
I'm sorry, like that just can't be. You can't not say that. Like it's so obvious. But then the part that does kind of get me, it's like, dude, there's plenty of other dudes that deserve a shot over him.
Yeah. Oh.
Yeah, and let's not.
That guy got drafted, Ulrich Chomich. I think somebody put him in the chat earlier.
Chomich.
Yeah, he just got drafted by the Memphis, or is he going to Toronto?
So there's only 58 picks, right?
60, right? I thought it was 60.
It says 58 right here on like ESPN and stuff.
Let me look at my draft wall. Hold on.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, you're right. You're right.
I'll say this with the Bronny pick. In terms of basketball, it's probably LeBron's retiring way earlier than we think.
Yeah, because this was his dream. Like this was his dream to play with his son.
If anything,
yeah.
So it probably is a signal, and I wouldn't be surprised by next season LeBron was like, "Yeah, I'm hanging it up."
Yeah, that's it.
It only makes sense he's fast tracking this. It only makes sense he's fast tracking this because I don't care how many 3 plays you can play from college, whatever Sierra Cannon footage you can play. He was not ready for this draft. If anything, spend one more year and go into the 25 draft. You know?
Yeah, like I gotta see him at the highest level. Like I didn't see him at the highest level at all.
Yeah,
I'm not even. I can't even have you can't even. There. I've already discovered that with this, there's no having a normal conversation about this.
I mean, no, it's pretty clear cut and dry, but it's more so the LeBron
the amount
fans
of people that are carrying are just like.
I'll say this: you gotta feel for the kid because he's under such a microscope, and it's like
that's why you don't do this. That's my point. Like this is like this is if you're worried about your son, you don't do this.
I'm saying let him go to any other team to make a name for himself, you know?
Let him see if the best thing that kid could have done was try out for as many teams as possible. And instead of being clutch client all the way, we're not going, he'll go play in another country. Like, shut the fuck up, dude.
Is he gonna like ground Bronny because he missed a corner three?
Threatening, like so in other words, you're threatening these teams over a player that we all know is really not that good right now. And there's better players. Like that's the problem. Like it's
LeBron will discipline him. He'll just ground him if he misses a shot.
Like I'm saying, it's like this kid's about to be the next LeBron.
You know, I realized too, Bronny, he's gonna be a target. Like he's gonna be a target. If he gets on the floor, they're gonna target the fuck out of him. Yeah,
he's gonna get treated like Caitlin Clark.
Exactly.
When people when people try to bump him on defense, it's gonna be a little more effort than normal.
If I'm a player that like didn't get enough shine and I just got a 2-way contract, or I'm like I just got drafted and I'm a first rounder, I'm coming at Bronny crazy. Like,
well, here, let me ask you this:
like crazy.
If he comes in,
Bronny,
if he comes in with Claxton's attitude,
oh yeah, he better become humble because he's gonna get targeted. He's gonna get targeted crazy.
There's no way he doesn't.
Yeah, he's gonna get targeted crazy. I'm trying to dunk. If I'm a first round pick and I'm like, wait, this guy's getting more shine than me.
I mean, inadvertently,
the Lakers.
I think
the Lakers,
from that angle,
Bronny,
I think from
the what's up?
No, you could go. My fault.
No, I was just gonna say, I think Bronny. I think they should have let Bronny drop so they could get him for less because no team was gonna draft him. They should have just drafted somebody else and then get him when he's undrafted. Save money.
I'm saying if you're threatening teams to not pick him up, you could have just signed him as an undrafted.
Yeah, man, just save some money.
But then again, it's the lower end of the second round, so.
Were they afraid that somebody else was going to draft him? Is that what it was? I mean, they had the pick, so I guess they had to use it. But
I think so because if anything, LeBron definitely will want to go play for that team. Like,
Yeah.
like, so I think from Clutch's angle, it's like from Clutch's angle is they wanted to keep Bronny in close proximity with LeBron, so everybody's kind of in the same area. Not necessarily has to be LA, but Phoenix if he was there, or even in Texas area. It's just somewhere in the West, somewhere where it's not too far.
Yeah.
I'll be right back.
If you're watching us right now, man, the draft is over. I guess we second round was okay. I mean, the Bronny news was pretty good. I guess Tyler Kolek going to the Knicks, Filipowski going to Utah. It was a decent draft. I think first round was definitely more fun. Round 2, it was a whole bunch of trades and Minnesota within the Knicks and OKC just positioning themselves and salary dumping. Yeah, hit that like button. If you're on YouTube, hit that like button for us. And if you're on Twitter, hit the hearts for us. We'll see going forward, man. It was a good draft. And now we're going to wait till free agency is on Sunday at 6 o'clock. Sunday at 6.
See what
is
happens
free
if this
agency.
Mikal Bridges trade gets finalized. If it just gets finalized, obviously nothing. But hey,
Yeah.
if something else happens, if something else cooks, be
If you're
ready.
in the chat right now and you know anybody undrafted that the Nets or anybody should look at, put it in the chat too. Shout out to Brooklyn Nets one. Trenton Flowers, Jalen Williams are two guys that I think you could look at undrafted. But if you have any undrafted guys that didn't get drafted, just put it in the chat. Because there's a couple out there, man. There's some guys who get undrafted and make a name for themselves. I know there's probably a history of that too, if you look it up. Somebody said, does Toronto got the next pick? They're for sure drafting. Yeah, they ended up getting him. BTB, yeah, they ended up getting him. Yeah.
Fred VanVleet was undrafted. Ben Wallace was undrafted.
There you go.
You
Fred
know,
VanVleet. There's somebody else too.
PJ
Oh,
Hall.
look at this.
signed
The
a two-way
undrafteds are coming
contract
in
with
right
Denver.
now. Look at
Okay,
the
so
undrafted.
yeah.
PJ Hall, 2-way contract with the Nuggets. So here we go. The undrafteds are coming.
Yeah.
Somebody said Justin Edwards. I'm about to put the list out right now. But I guess we're gonna see a little bit of the undrafteds come in. Give me a sec. Yeah, my whole timeline is just Bronny and Lakers fans. Lakers fans literally throwing a parade. Because this man is on the Lakers.
That's the timeline.
Somebody said the NBA is ass for allowing this nonsense. They cater to Bron. He ain't ready. He should have had his own path. That's fair to say. Shout out to A-Train. Next season is most likely a farewell tour, to be honest. Yeah. Bron got his wish. I feel like Bron wanted to do this before he was out. Like, he just wanted to have one season with his son, and then he can be, oh, look, another undrafted. Oregon center Nafeli Dante has agreed on a 2-way deal with the Rockets. Let's see here. Yeah, the undrafted is about to start rolling in, y'all. Somebody said the McBride trade is not happening.
I mean, if it doesn't happen, it doesn't happen.
Like, do you think Woj will tweet out when it's finalized?
Yeah. A trade of that magnitude, yeah.
Yeah. Oh my God, they already have a Bronny James Nike ad already?
That's some serious tampering. So what's that Bron when Bronny gets switched on the island with Luka? That's crazy.
They already have a Bronny James. Look at the Nike ad, y'all. They got the Nike ad.
I'm saying
Bronny
Lakers
James Nike ad.
Lakers got to be glad that they won that chip because Jesus, take away that ring. This is such a disaster. Like take away the championship in 2020. My God, this is a disaster.
Yo. Oh, he was on my list. Kashad Johnson of San Diego. He's going to the Miami Heat. He was on my list. Hey, yo. Yeah. Rage, what the fuck should have said me?
Bro, I saw that's hater report, bro. I ain't post that. I just saw that and I was like, that's crazy.
Hey yo.
They should have
said,
had that video. They should have had that video for this for this season, bro. He was ass.
hey yo. That's crazy.
That's
oh man. No, I fuck with Hater Reports page though. He's funny. Next thing to be quick on these undrafted players. They're flying away. Yeah, Trenton Flowers, Jalen Williams, Kashad Johnson. I had on my list, and he just got picked by the Heat. Yeah, guys. All right, man. Appreciate everybody. I mean, we get more people in here though. It's crazy. So every time I try to leave, we get like more people on Twitter coming in. Yeah, which is crazy, man. Bronny really is a Laker. It's really crazy out here, brother.
Usable Fiverr says, "Are we gonna address the Mets last night?"
Yo, man, I don't want to talk about the Yankees, bro.
I'll say this: it's a great comeback this season for the Mets. I think in like May we were like 14 games or 10 games under 500. Now we're solid back in we can honestly make an honest race for second place in the NL. Not even just forget about the wild card. So it's a good little run we on.
It's all right. Once my Yankees get out of this slump, we'll be back. All right, y'all got it for the series, though. Y'all got it.
I mean, y'all better because I have y'all winning it all this year.
Yeah, I don't know about winning it all, but
nah, man. Judge and Soto.
What about
like Garrett Cole? Catch a little...
What about the Astros? The Astros always have our number, yo.
Look, curses are meant to be broken, man. Curses are meant to be broken. I mean, it is kind of concerning that they are not dropping off, and this is meant to be their this is meant to be like their down years after training everybody. But
yeah, I will say put in the chat. Let us know who you guys think had the best NBA draft. Like who won the draft?
The Lakers.
Which team cooked?
They got Bronny.
Yo, don't you say that?
Dude, they got LeBron.
Okay, here.
Don't you say the Lakers had the best draft?
Someone tweeted the Lakers had Bronny.
Lakers did. They got fucking Bronny, dude. And to your point, somebody in another chat was asking another guy a question going, if this, like, why wouldn't the Lakers just wait to sign him undrafted? Like, and that's the other part of it, dude. It's like, come on, bro. Like,
I mean, but then then you got to look like this. They probably see themselves still competing and not.
God forbid, Bronny.
No, there's an aura to get. There's an aura when you get drafted. There's an aura.
God forbid, Bronny's got to earn it, right?
LeBron wanted him to have that aura of just.
Of course he does.
Oh, shout out to Justin Edwards. He just got whoever put Justin Edwards in the chat. Shams just said the Sixers picked him up on a 2-way NBA deal.
Do you think we're gonna get any?
I don't know.
I don't know. That's a good point.
I'm saying I don't really want to pick up the undrafteds in what's considered the worst draft of these couple of years, man.
Everybody that I wanted is gone. So I think I think I'm out on this draft now. Like I'm officially out.
Oh, I don't care. I mean, dude, I checked out after last night. I mean, I mean, today is kind of like really all about today to me was just seeing if the Lakers really were going to be that pathetic and draft Bronny. Like that was what I was interested in the most.
Yeah. Crazy. Oh, Shams is still dropping news. Lakers are signing French forward Armel Traore on a 2-way NBA contract.
Damn, Traore fell out that badly? Wow.
Mm-hmm. Somebody said, okay, I'm reading some of y'all's comments. Somebody said the Wolves had the best draft. Hawks. Lakers draft room.
Justin Edwards went to the 76ers on a 2-way.
We need Trey Alexander. Who's Trey Alexander? Is he another undrafted? Trey Alexander. Oh, Mark the Truth is good. Yeah, Utah got the Cody Williams, Collier, and Flipowski. Yeah, Utah had a good draft. I would say Utah, Wizards, OKC. Who else is who had a good draft?
Oh, you know what I'll say? Manufactured history. That's what we're witnessing, right?
He said manufactured history.
Yeah, manufactured history.
Nepotism history with Bronny. Nepotism right there. Nepotism at its finest.
I mean, we about to see it with Keon Anthony as well. I mean, we already saw it with Dwayne Wade's kid. No, Zaire.
To be honest, yo, he didn't even did he get drafted?
I think he was on a G League team.
I know he was on G League, but I don't think he got drafted. This is what I was saying, bro. Other NBA dads can't do what Bron does because the league just holds Bron to another, like, they idolize Bron. Like, Dwayne Wade is an NBA dad, and he couldn't get, I mean, he got his son on his G League, but he had to, first of all, he had to get into co-ownership. Doesn't he co-own one of those teams? He had to get part ownership in a team and then get his son on the G League team. I think that's how he got his son on the G League.
Oh, wow. So KCP is becoming a free agent.
Yeah. They might lose him. So they got rid of Reggie. But they did get a backup center, which is Deron Holmes, which is pretty good. I don't know what they're going to do. What are the Nuggets going to do for, like, backup guards and KCP replacement if they have to? Somebody said Jimmy Butler. He said, what happens to Harden, George, Jimmy Butler? That's a good question. I would say Paul George. I'm assuming he either stays with the Clippers or he goes to the Warriors. Those are my two guesses. Jimmy Butler, I heard something that he's not going to sign an extension with Miami. So he either does like one last ride or they trade him somewhere for value. But I don't think Pat Riley's going to trade him for value. I feel like they would rather just do the one last ride thing, but I don't know. Jimmy Butler is definitely a good question mark.
The thing with Miami is you can only kick a dead horse so far. You can only do that. I think if anything, now is the year to really blow up the group because more so even if
now, right?
have Bam be like the centerpiece, and then with these next two drafts build around that.
Yeah,
like,
they got a good young core to set around. Like if they blew it up right now, you got Bam, you got Jaime Jaquez, Jovic, and
I'm saying, look,
Tyler Hero. You keep all those guys, and everybody else you just get rid of.
Look, you managed to have that respect of people understanding you are a threat when you are good, and they're not gonna play with your name. So I just say, look, blow it up. Say, Jimmy, look, we're gonna trade you. We're not taking anything serious this year. Look at Tyler Hero, like, yo, we're gonna trade you. We're gonna try and get into this draft.
Yeah, I agree. With the Bulls should do what we're doing. Like the Bulls need to blow it up too. I think DeMar might actually leave.
I'm surprised they haven't done it already.
Yeah.
Bulls are too delusional. They're too delusional.
There was saying Zach LaVine is on the trade market, and then DeMar is gonna basically like we'll see what he does in free agency because he's unrestricted. So if he leaves, you might as well just blow it up. Like,
okay, so if DeMar does leave,
right?
Is there any way you think we can convince the Bulls to give them Ben Simmons for not Lonzo Ball, because I said that last night, for Zach LaVine? And just take the burden of Zach LaVine's contract and just say fuck it.
I think we would need a 3-team to do that. Like, if I'm Sean, I would try to do a 3-team. Like, see if we can send Ben to the Bulls. Zach LaVine gets sent to wherever he wants to go, and we pick up something from like or something from it, like somehow a mix of 3-team in there.
Yeah, because I say this because when it comes to moving Ben Simmons, you're not. I think the idea of trading him for a young guy or like any like high quality picks is kind of out the window.
Yeah,
you kind of got to get him for a next spot. A bloated contract that nobody wants. That's kind of the area we got to look at.
Yeah, but the Bulls should look at us and be like, yeah, it's time to blow it up because if DeMar leaves, like it'll be dumb not to blow it up. You have to. What other teams are in the Philly got to do something. Like the East is shaping up to be Boston #1. It might be a fight for #2 with the Knicks and the Bucks. At Philly, you're going to be right there. You guys got to either get Brandon Ingram, or try to call DeMar and say, if DeMar, fuck Chicago, come to us and sign with us. I know DeMar's not who they want, but
you guys remember Carla, the Celtics fan? She's really cool. You remember her?
Yeah.
She tweets. She's like, now I got to hear about the 55th pick until the season starts. She's like, Lakers Twitter is about to have a 72-hour space. Probably don't even get in the shower or brush their teeth.
That's a fact.
Fucking love Carla.
They gassing this Bronny. It's over. Every time we go to ESPN, it's gonna be Bronny. Like, take Bronny. Everything's gonna be Bronny. It's gonna be Bronny. Unfortunately for us.
I fucking love it.
Yeah, Shams is still going with the 2 ways. Warriors just signed somebody. Somebody said Philly plans are freaking out their inactivity. Yeah, that's why I said Philly has to go for somebody. Either you shoot for Brandon Ingram or DeMar DeRozan.
And Chris from Hoop Spaces is you should see, like, he's so
freaking
like
out.
Yeah, he's like
I really want to.
No, he's not freaking out. He's just like whatever. Like he really is.
Like, they should have been all over on OG. If not, they should be inquiring about Paul George. Like you have you got to be a little bit desperate if you're Philly.
But see, that's it. I mean, I understand being desperate, but I also like that what I've noticed in the last, like, since the CBA and everything's kicked in and you're seeing all these, like, some of these teams, like, why trap yourself at this point with an aging star? It just, like, some people are like, if it doesn't compute to an instant championship, like, why do that?
It depends how much you believe in Embiid and Tyrese Maxey. But what you call it? If they have to, like I said, to me, their last options are, like Chubbs was saying, Paul George, Brandon Ingram, or you try to get DeMar. If that doesn't work, I think they're fucked. Like, it's over.
You cannot bring back the same roster.
Yeah, you gotta get stronger. I mean, you gotta get stronger because, like, what are you gonna put a whole bunch of, like, Kelly Oubre and randoms on that team? Like,
I'm saying, at some point you got to get rid of Tobias Harris. Tobias
is gone. He's gone.
Yeah, it's over. Like, you can't keep kicking a dead horse. And then if you do get rid of Tobias and you don't have any type of 4 that can replace him, you might as well just call teams about, yo, what you want for Embiid? Because it's,
if they find a way to get Brandon Ingram, then I feel like everything changes because that kind of gives you got Embiid, Ingram, Maxey. That makes it a lot more interesting to go to. Like, teams are gonna be like players are gonna be like, oh, okay, I might go to Philly.
Even then, where does Embiid go? Like, what team is gonna take on his contract? Like,
he's kind of stuck there, to be honest. He might be just stuck there.
I'm even surprised that we even haven't looked at an undrafted guy. They either are so busy and
it's gotta be Mikal, man. It's gotta be
or dude, quite honestly, I'm starting to think they really didn't give a shit about it. I'm surprised that was like let's go back to the Nets are trying to move into getting a pick. Who reported that? Did Woj put anything out like that?
What are you talking about?
Like everybody
about the Nets moving into the first round, or was it?
That was a lot of reporters. There was
I know, but
Mike Fisher, Evan Sidri. It was
that's
a whole bunch of
everybody.
people. Yeah.
But did we hear Woj say it?
I mean, we heard like Wendy say stuff. Like
Wendy, everybody. I don't think Woj said it exactly. No. But a lot of reputable reporters said the Nets were going to trade we're trying to get rid of CJ and DFS, and there's a lot of smoke around the Nets offloading in this draft. Yes, it was a lot of smoke around that. Like, real reporters, real sources. So, yeah. Nets Daily just tweeted out, Nets can sign 4 players to training camp deals, Exhibit 9 and 10 contracts, and 2 ways. So,
I'm sorry, repeat that. What did you just say?
He said the Nets could sign 4. Hold on. The Nets could sign 4 players to training camp deals, Exhibit 9 and 10 contracts. Exhibit 9 and 10 contracts, and 2 ways. So basically, we could sign about maybe 6. Yeah. Because we have training camp deals we can give out. We got Exhibit 9 deals we can give out. And then you got 2-year contracts.
I mean, and that's what's going to be curious because if technically you still are looking to move DFS and see, I'm just going with, I have a feeling Schroeder's not going anywhere, at least until halfway through the year.
Yeah.
I have a feeling he's going to be a trade deadline dude.
Yeah, I think we can get a pick if he does perform well, like 2 firsts, or not even that, just the first.
No, I think you're going to get second round picks for Dennis Schroeder.
Yeah, Dennis value is not like that no more.
I'm pretty yeah. For me, I think Schroeder is definitely seconds. I think DFS is teetering on a low first and maybe multiple like seconds. CJ, there's no reason you should not get a first or something like that, like a combo of first and maybe a couple, like, because he's still young and he has a very controllable contract.
Let us know in the chat who's value, like what's y'all values for CJ and Dorian Finney and Dennis Schroeder. If you comment that in the chat right now.
Please. Hey, Jello, is that, how do we say it? Is it Jellio? I agree. I think at one point when we had we initially got him, this guy was like you could have gotten a first or two. But I just don't I think Marks has just waited too long with that. And I think his value is far much lower, even though what's he making? Isn't he have the better contract out of all of them anyways? Wasn't his the
Dorian?
Yeah. Let me
he has a very cheap, I think it's kind of like McHale's.
Dorian.
It's kind of like McHale's. It's very cheap for his value.
I don't know. I think.
Oh yeah, he's on a 4-year 55. Yeah, dude, this guy's making 13, 14 mil. Come on.
Very cheap, man.
Yeah.
And you got that. See, yeah, this is the part that's head scratching to me. This guy has an amazing contract. He would definitely be a great veteran dude on a team. If for his value and what he can do, I'm surprised. Unless Marks is working on a legit deal or something, or both of them, or what, but he's definitely let this man's value go way too low.
Well, Saint, I'll say this. I don't think it's gone. I'll say this McHale deal, in my opinion, I think it kind of messed up the market a bit.
That's what I said earlier.
For what it's worth, you have to
factor said that earlier. Yeah.
Mikal Bridges went for 5 picks. And we can all come together and say there's more wings that are worth more than Mikal Bridges. So if he went for 5, there's no way teams are not saying, well, damn, Dorian might be worth 2 now. Or CJ, he might be worth 1 or 2.
Yeah.
So you have to. The market did get reset with Mikal Bridges.
You might have fucked up the market because it's like the Rudy Gobert shit. Remember the Rudy Gobert? Yeah, Rudy Gobert shit all over again.
That yesterday, I brought that up too, where it was that was one of my thoughts was bro, I wonder the trade that they made for Mikal and everything and all it clear everybody was like, whoa, there's the standard, right? Good luck. And then it's I wonder how much that affected conversations with other teams trying to either get into the draft, moving these guys. And quite honestly, I wonder if Marks, after doing that, is yo, you're going to give me what I want for these guys. And they're just yeah, no, you got lucky. That's not going to happen again.
Yeah. Somebody said CJ,
especially if this draft is so. Yeah, I mean,
I would.
Mikal went for 5. There's no way you can't get 2 out of CJ or 2 out of DFS.
2 out of DFS, I feel like is stretching, but
somebody said DFS is 1 first and 1 second.
I could see a first in a couple seconds for sure.
No,
I mean, because that contract though, that's the. Well, let me ask you this: if you're a team, who's more valuable to you, CJ or fucking DFS?
I'll tell you this thing: it doesn't matter because they're both wings. Kevin Durant said the best. This is a wings league.
Chad, if you had a choice between CJ and DFS on a team, and your team was already stacked, and you needed a guy like this, a veteran, are you going CJ or? Because CJ has the athleticism, but I also think he's going to get hurt more than DFS.
true.
I
But
think
if you
DFS
wanna,
is going to give you more time on the floor than CJ will. But
yeah, I
when
think the
CJ's on the floor, he's far more athletic.
yeah.
And he
Oh
needs
shit,
to
these
be set up.
undrafteds are starting to roll in, bro.
But DFS is a sneaky dude too, man. He can. How many times did we see him make something happen or just be smart?
He's a good defender. Like when he tries, like he's a great defender, man.
And he has good basketball IQ. I definitely think his IQ
Oh
is
wow.
better than CJ.
DJ Burns got signed by the Cavs.
Yeah, I saw that, bro. That was crazy.
I'm,
DJ Burns,
I'm
man.
saying,
Shout out to
like,
him.
he should have gone second round. I thought he was decent enough.
Yeah, it's that like that's a perfect example, right? DJ Burns carried his team, the NC State, to literally the Final Four of the NCAA tournament, and he didn't even get a look. He didn't even get a look in the NBA draft. I know his body's crazy. I know he has he's bigger, but he has skill I think he's like 6'9". He's big, but he didn't even get a look. And Bronny James is 55.
Yeah,
and everybody's talking about Bronny James. That's a perfect example, bro. Perfect example.
Did you mention PJ Hall?
PJ Hall too. Yeah, PJ Hall too.
Yeah, he's to the Nuggets.
Like some of these guys don't even get a look, didn't even get drafted. But Bronny James, number 55, he changes everything. Nike ads, like that's not, you know what I'm saying? That's not fair. That's not fair.
Oh yeah, it's completely manufactured. That's why I tweeted out manufactured history.
Yeah.
Like, stop it, dude. If you already have fucking photos, press things, like videos, commercials, or like, come on, dude. The first fucking Nike commercial I see, like, oh, the king's son is here, the prince, and it's like, oh, dude, I'm gonna fucking fuck that, dude. Like,
yeah. This is crazy.
I mean, listen, I'm happy for the kid when it comes to the medical aspect, like being close to your dad. I get that. I have a boy.
Mm-hmm.
I get that aspect of it. That's got to be. I don't care, even if it is controlled. That still is very cool that you get to do that. But it's just so fucking lame. What it is, you know what it is? If you're gonna do it, just be honest what you're doing. Don't try to make it out to be something that it's clearly not. That's the part that bothers me. It's like, if you're going to just outright control from beginning to end, just say, yo, wouldn't you do it? Yeah. Don't hide. Don't try to make it a. That would be like me. Let me see. How could I draft my son into something?
Somebody said CJ's contract makes him untradeable. That's what I was talking about earlier in the stream. I was like, when we paid him that bag, I feel like it fucked. Like DFS's contract, like Saints described it, it's perfect. It's tradable. It's
there's no reason he shouldn't be gone already.
Yeah, Dorian's contract is.
There's
so
no
cheap.
such thing as an untradeable contract.
We
literally seen Russell Westbrook get traded twice.
I wouldn't say CJ's an untradeable contract, but I have a feeling the parties are way off on what they think he's worth.
He's not worth 20+ million. Or 25 million. Was he?
No, but I mean, as far as
million?
compensation, I think with him, there's going to be potentially that more than anything. But
yeah, he's not worth like CJ to me is worth like 17, 18 million a year. But I don't know. Everybody's cap is going up. Since the cap is going up, everybody's getting overpaid.
Yeah, I mean, I could. Again, if you put CJ on the right team and he stays healthy, see, that's the other part of this whole equation. And we did touch on this yesterday a little bit, is the coaching and how they were developing even the normal players and the younger guys and what they had them running out there, the constant change in and out players, like the coaching change with two different philosophies and attitudes. Like that's the part that bothers me, is it really made a lot of these players look like shit. Yeah. And there were a few players that rose above it all season. And just every time, Cam was one of them. I think Watford was, like, they just had a different attitude that no matter what was going on, they went out there and they busted their ass. And you could tell the difference, which is why somebody said yesterday, I can't remember where I read it or heard it, that when they went to the Clays, and they remember Macau and like CJ and them shooting, and it was like so quiet. And then by the end of the game, when it was like Clowney, Cam, Clax, and it was like the other group, and these dudes were making buckets, the crowd was going wild.
Yeah.
You know, and it was like, because you saw it, like the crowd that Barclays saw that. They could see who was busting their ass and really trying versus who was just kind of winging it.
Yeah, he gave up.
You had, and not forget, you had Dinwiddie out there pretty much pulling a Harden. And DFS thought he was getting traded all the way to the fucking trade deadline. Like, and now we know that McCall has been playing sneaky man the whole time. And then what do you think, CJ? I'd be just real curious to see what CJ's side of all this is.
I know.
I ain't gonna hold you.
Didn't
If I'm
Jay say that
CJ, I'm
last
looking at
stream that he
Mikal
wanted to
kinda
go?
posted.
Yeah, but I'm curious of like if he's like, yo, fuck you, Macau. I thought we were the
No,
twins.
I'm being dead at like, because every interview you see Mikal, it's like, yeah, man, we're Brooklyn, man. We're gonna have to fight. We're gonna have to do all this just to go across the street, leave your man's high and dry. This ain't your man's. That's crazy. Like you pushed all this twins bullshit, and then you just to leave them the chance you get, the first chance you get.
Yeah. All right, I'm probably gonna end this, and then if any Nets news come back, we'll be back on Nets Kingdom YouTube.
All right, I got one more thing to share before we get out of here, and this is fucking hilarious, dude. Wait a minute. Oh no, it's kind of a setup. So somebody sent a picture like right off the bat. It said Bronny versus Theonis in garbage time. Like, and they use it as like a WrestleMania.
The Bronny memes are gonna be glorious. They're gonna be glorious on the internet, bro.
Yeah, people are comparing. I don't think Bronny will be as bad as Theonis, but they're pretty much. Yeah. They're pretty much comparing the two.
The undrafteds are still rolling in, but yeah. So it was a good NBA draft, man. I appreciate all the people who came and locked in with us day 1 and day 2. Great. It was an interesting draft, but 2025, trust me, it's gonna be a movie. 2025, it's gonna be a movie.
Ace, Dylan, we got some company. 4 picks in that draft, and most importantly, we hold our own.
Yeah.
Oh man.
Shout out to everybody in the chat. Richard, Usable Fiber. If you guys can go to Nets Kingdom and just hit the like button for us on YouTube. Everybody, our Twitter family will be back. What's the next time? We'll probably stream if there's something like crazy trades or crazy news, even if there's crazy NBA news.
Any 3-team deal that involves Mikal. If this Mikal Bridges deal gets finalized and a third team is involved, or we maybe get it McBride.
Yeah.
Watch out for something.
I feel like as soon as I end the stream, something's gonna happen as soon as I end the stream.
What's the deal? What's
Cam
the
Johnson
deal with,
DFS? That'll be huge.
What's
Dennis
the deal
Schroeder,
with
Ben
McBride?
Simmons?
What's the deal with McBride? Like, is he a shooting guard, point guard? What is he? A combo guard?
Kind of. He's a like a Cam Thomas with much better defense.
Yeah.
How's his passing ability?
He's not really like a pass guy like that.
He's nothing to really talk about.
He's a way better. He's a catch and shoot. He's a combo guard, but he plays defense like he locks up.
I remember seeing him a little bit when we played the Knicks, but I really didn't pay attention to him. Yeah. Like I saw him a couple times, but
he's not like I would say with Cam, he's not like he doesn't score like Cam. Like Cam is a better like in open space. Cam can create off the dribble and shoot better. Like
I think this guy has a better. If I remember correctly, I think he would go to the basket better than maybe.
He basically what he does better than Cam is like he's a more efficient shooter. Like you throw it to him in the corner, he can. There are games where he'll have like 6. He can have 6 threes in a row. Like he gets hot like that. Like,
but how's his game to the basket?
Going to the rim, he's not. He doesn't. He's not really like. Cam is better. Cam is better than going to the rim.
Okay, is he a good mid? Is he a good midi guy?
He can hit it, but it's not like Cam Thomas either. I think
so. He's mainly like he's mainly just all over the place, kind of shooting, taking his shots.
A defensive, think of like a defensive monster, but then like he can catch and shoot, and he can pull up and shoot sometimes. That's what I think.
Okay.
Let me know in the chat if you describe McBride in the chat real quick before we get out of here. Somebody said Nets Kingdom 2025 draft stream about to do numbers. Yeah.
Hell yes. You know that's a fact.
If we get that number 1 pick, we about to have like 3,000 people in here.
Oh, dude, if we get the number 1 pick, it's gonna go nuts. But if we get if we get any other pick other than the first, no, I think if we're in the top 3, it'll be bumming that we didn't get it, but knowing we stay in the top 3, I'll be extremely happy. But if we get like fucked and get like the 7th pick or something, oh yeah, we might not even stream that day.
Well, so if there's a lesson to take from anything, it's to look at everything and realize that we need to go into everything with the worst in mind. We have to just expect the worst. You got to expect unexpected. You got to prepare to be disappointed with everything. We thought we were going into this draft after we got blown away from the Mikal Bridges deal and what we did with the Rockets.
Yeah.
But we didn't make any moves with Cam Johnson and DFS like we thought we would.
Wait a minute. Darthing's saying there's 876 people watching. What the hell? Is that a combination between YouTube and
I told
Twitter?
you the Twitter numbers go crazy. There's Twitter numbers.
Yeah, but how do you capitalize on that though, bro? That's
Twitter numbers.
I wonder if this is giving me engagement and impressions.
Did you see yesterday? Yesterday we had like 13. It was like 1,500 people on here. I was like, what the? It was crazy.
Let me check out the monitor. Hey, maybe I need to check out the.
G-Wiz says, "What if we mess around and make the playoffs? We will not."
Who? The Nets? No way.
Come on,
bro.
Come on.
Anybody that helps us even win 5 games next year, we got to get them out the.
That's what I said. We got to get rid of.
Got to get them out the city.
Get rid of Dennis. Get rid of Ben. Get rid of Dorian.
How about this? If you start having better games than Cam Thomas, you're getting traded.
Yeah.
Get rid of all those guys. All those guys can help us get wins. Get rid of them. That's what Sean has to do.
Listen. I don't think people should be upset about us not participating in this draft, because I honestly think for us to get in this draft, it would have cost us and given up shit we didn't want to do. But I have a feeling that like this is like we're still more trades are coming. There's no way you trade Mikal and then just stop. I'm sorry. Like something's coming. Hopefully it is. I'm just hoping that these trades are. I'm not expecting any kind of a magical returns. Just don't get taken. That's all I care about. You may not get exactly what you want, but just don't get fleeced in the deal. Like that's all I ask. You can't afford anymore to just like let shit slide. Like you either make the deal or you don't.
Yeah.
It's either good for you or it's not.
Shout out to D Grant. Okay, we got a Knicks fan. Knicks fan said, I'm a Knicks fan. I think Deuce and Cam have their strengths and weaknesses, but overall, if Deuce gets better in his drives to the hoop, Deuce will have the upside. See, that's what I was saying. I was saying where Deuce and Cam separate from me is the 3-point shooting, because Deuce has some next level 3-point shooting. Like
so then my next question about Deuce, then like Grant, since you've probably, I don't know, you may have watched Cam Thomas more than I've watched McBride. Can these two guys play together from what you know, like what you've watched? Like, how do you think get a vibe that these two could play together, or they're
no.
That's
kind of do class.
They're too short. That's too short.
You said it's too short.
Way too short.
Deuce can play off the ball though. That's the thing. Deuce can play. He don't need the ball to score. Like you can just throw it to him and he can like.
Deuce can be a catch and shoot guy, but I think their height comes into question defensively.
Yeah, they're too shorties.
Think about the Jalen Brunson. Jalen Brunson has the ball 90% of the time, but Deuce still be scoring.
Yes, Daniel, we want them gone, and I don't want them gone because I don't like them. I want them gone because we're tanking and we're starting over, and there's no reason.
Want everybody gone. Yes,
there's no reason for these guys to be here anymore. After you traded Mikal, it's a wrap, dude.
Yeah,
I'm saying
I want Cam Johnson off my team, man. I want Cam gone, Cam Johnson gone. I want Dorian gone. I want Dennis Schroeder gone. Well, Dennis, we might be able. Well, he'll be the one vet maybe. Ben Simmons gone.
Let him just trade him off.
If anything, let him play up his value and trade him at the deadline.
Just
everybody.
I mean, I do think that's going to happen to Ben Simmons, and I do think that's going to happen to Schroeder.
DFS for sure.
But if you start the season with CJ and DFS, like. The thing I'm looking to avoid again is starting the season with players that don't want to be here.
Yeah.
And I'm pretty goddamn sure that DFS and CJ probably want to go to another team.
they don't want to be here. You know,
that
why would they want to be here? They definitely don't want to be here, bro.
And it could be as simple as just like, yo, you just traded the future, and I'm not looking for a rebuild right now. So
Daniel M say, if I offered you THJ, Green, Maxey, and a first for Cam Johnson, would you guys take it? Yes.
Green. That's
no.
That's Dallas. So Tim Hardaway
THJ,
Jr.
Green, Max. No. I would take. I feel like there's too many salaries though.
I don't want Taylor. Is that Taylor Horton?
No, that's Tim Hardaway.
Tim Hardaway Jr.
Tim Hardaway Jr. No.
How do any of these guys make sense for a rebuild unless we just want to dump them all?
They don't. They don't.
If you want CJ, give us a draft pick and young guys with cheap.
You better give us. You better be including Jaden Hardy.
Yeah, give us young guys with cheap contracts. Young guys with cheap contracts.
I'm saying
we'll take an expiring. I'll take it expiring too. If you give me a good expiring, I'll take an expiring.
That's the other thing. Now that they've pulled the trigger, and this is again why maybe part of these trades have not hit where they are yet, is it's like the Nets are not looking to take back similar guys or similar contracts. Like I realize they're gonna have to take something back.
Yeah.
But it can't be. Nah, that's too much. I mean, I don't know. What are those guys' contracts?
THJ, I think all those guys have like another year on their deals.
I think more
Maxey
so
got another
Maxey
year.
and THJ are meant to match the salary, but I think the main prize of that is getting Green.
Yeah, I'll take Josh Green. I'll take Green, but THJ, I don't want THJ or Maxey. Some D Grant said, to me they're the same player. Do spend a lot of time in G League. Of course, Tibbs likes him because of his defense, but his offense has improved. He can shoot from deep as well. Yeah, McBride is good.
Like from what I saw of him, he was like yo, but I don't think he's long.
His offense is not as good as Cam Thomas's though, bro. It's not. Like Cam,
McBride is good, but the problem with is pairing him with Cam Thomas. Granted, both Thomas and Brunson are short guards. Yeah. Thomas is not the playmaker we've seen Brunson be. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, we haven't really seen Cam Thomas even make 1/5 of what Brunson has done so far.
I will say the biggest go on, Chubbs.
So I guess I gotta see it, but I don't think the fit is gonna be like what we say, where it's like, oh, if he can do it with Brunson, he can do it with Thomas. Like, nah.
Yeah.
And I'm also not ready to just give Cam Thomas like he's the point guard like some fans want. Like I don't no, the guy I need more time with that. And maybe this season you see more of that happen, but I don't want to just automatically say can't let Cam Thomas completely run it. Like, nah, like I still think we desperately need a point guard that knows how to run the show. Like,
yeah. Cam Thomas can score, but it's very concerning that most of the time when you score 40, you have a negative record. That's concerning.
Yeah. Jaden Hardy, it's Daniel M. I would take Jaden Hardy. Maxey has 2 years. Yeah, all these guys have 2 years on their deals, though, no? Green has 2 years too? I feel like all these guys, don't give me no guys with 2. Give me expirings. Expirings and young guys.
Listen, though, if it's a young guy and there is 2 years, but the contract is like super low, like I can understand maybe taking one of those guys or two of them. But
I would take one of those guys.
But because I think that is going to happen to some degree. I wonder if they're just like looking for the youngest guys they can get, even if they have like a couple years on their. It's going to be.
Would you take like Tim Hardaway Jr., Jaden Hardy, and like, let's say a first too? I mean, I wouldn't hate that because you got to think if you're just dumping Cam Johnson, you're able to get Jaden Hardy who has upside, and then you're able to get a guy you can dump and have more money for the offseason. That's even more money. Like we'd be swimming in cap space if we were to just dump some of these guys, dude.
Yeah.
Like if we were able to trade Cam Johnson for like an expiring and a young player on top of a first round pick, I feel like that's all we could really ask for, given it's just Cam Johnson. Like he is a wing, but like for us, that makes all the sense in the world. I feel like, dude, I feel like that makes sense.
To close out the stream, AJ, somebody tweeted, "It has been discovered that LeBron James is sleeping with the newest teammate's mom."
Yo, who's coming up with these reports, yo?
That's fucking hilarious. But that's so smart, dude. That's hilarious.
Who's coming up
Some
with these?
dude, some dude named
First we get the
Steven.
Filipowski news, and then this. No, the funniest thing from this draft was the zesty TikToks from McCain. I've been seeing those all over Twitter. Like,
Bro,
like Joel
it's
Embiid
killing me. I haven't seen this man have one highlight where he's bouncing a basketball. It's just him dancing.
Somebody,
memes-
and somebody
Go
else
ahead.
said Bronny's inheriting beefs. You're all weirdos, man.
I inherited. Nah, all the McCain memes are bad funny, yo. It's like Joel Embiid is like, "Yo, get back on defense," and you just see like TikToks of Jared McCain dancing, and it's nasty, zesty ones too. It's nasty. Somebody said on the next getting McBride, we don't know yet. Reason why I'm asking about Cam Johnson and DFS is because the Mavericks might not be all in on Jeremy Grant and Matisse Thybulle from the Blazers. Ooh,
That was a thing.
the Mavericks might not be all in. Yeah, I think they should. We spoke about this, and we have another channel called Hoops Bro that we talk about this. But we were talking about what the Mavs need, and they need somebody a third option. Like I was saying, Nico needs to keep his top 6, starting 5, and maybe his top 6, and everybody else he should trade for something else, like that Dwight Powell, all those guys. Get rid of those guys.
I don't think they
Tim
need
Hardaway,
a third.
Kleber. Trade them for something else. Yeah.
Get rid of those guys, but I don't think they necessarily need a third. More so, Luka just needed to be better. Kyrie needs to be better. And the wings, for the love of God, have a decent series. Like, shoot decent from the floor.
Yeah.
That's really where it kind of messed up for the Mavs. Their wings couldn't shoot. Like, the Celtics effectively took them out the game multiple times.
Yeah. They need one more wing defender, and they need a guy that can score off the bench. That's why I was saying get Lonnie Walker, Mavs. If you're a Mavs fan, call Nico and tell him to get Lonnie Walker. He's a free agent. Lonnie can give you 15 off the bench. If Kyrie and Luka are off, Lonnie will get you buckets, bro. That's what he do. You saw him save Braun and AD in that one playoff. Remember that one playoff series where he dropped like 17 in the fourth? Lonnie gonna get them buckets, man. I'm telling you. Get Lonnie and get a wing defender, and then I think y'all are good. I think y'all are good. Keep everybody else and Derek Lively, all them boys. Yeah. So we'll see what they do. Oh, T-Rexy's here. See, every time I'm about to go off, we get more people on Twitter. Like now we're at 900. Every time I'm about to leave, it's like 100 more people show up. T-Rex says, "Sup, everyone. I just woke up because the draft has been boring for 2." T-Rexy, you didn't like with the first? You didn't like the first round? The first round was kind of interesting. T-Rexy, you think we're gonna get McBride? T-Rexy? Let me know.
Nah.
What? I see the memes now.
Hey, did you see the two I just I said in the chat?
The Bronny memes.
Bronny doing a TikTok, and then what was
if Bronny has a bad game, they're definitely playing this.
And then look, and then go to the next show. The next one when Bronny pisses off his dad. Show the next one.
Oh, hold on.
After the game.
Bronny has so many TikToks. They're gonna go crazy on that. Hater report is gonna go crazy.
Yeah, that's LeBron after the game when Bronny doesn't score 10. It's ridiculous, dude.
That's LeBron if Bronny has a bad game.
See, this is when I like Twitter. This is when Twitter's fun. Like some of the shit that people are coming up with is just pure comedy.
Yeah. He said Lonnie Walker isn't bad, but he's not a third option. That's fair, but he's at least he's a cheap guy you can get that could score. I mean, Lonnie could be your decision if you strike out on Jeremy Grant, but Jeremy Grant's expensive, bro. He is.
See, that's the thing. We just don't need to be thinking of players like that right now at all.
Yeah, Johnny, he's expensive, but he would be if the Mavs get Jeremy Grant. That'd be great. That'd be great for them. T-Rexy said, "I want him tank for Cooper." Yeah, that's what we plan to do. T-Rexy, call Sean and tell him to get rid of CJ and all them boys, bro. We need to tank.
Nah, someone said the ride home in the car after Bronny goes 3 of 14 the first time going to be wicked. That's hilarious.
That's funny.
That's hilarious. Now the Bronny memes are gonna go crazy. The Bronny memes are gonna go crazy. Yeah.
I mean, but dude, you already know everything is already pre-hyped up and ready to go now. Like that's the part that's kind of hilarious. Is it's like they've already got ads, videos, like
Yeah. Somebody said McBride might be a two-way player as a role player, but Cam Thomas can be a star in his role as a scorer with upside as a playmaker. That's fair. We're having the McBride Cam Thomas battle in the chat today, huh? Y'all are battling for the league is turning into a two-way player league. That's a fact. I saw that too. I was gonna post that clip. Paul George went on his podcast and he was saying that. He was saying like he said the league is turning into positionless and it's gonna be two-way league. Like it's gonna be where teams are gonna look for guys that could score and play defense. Like everybody's gonna be two-way. Kind of like how Boston is right now. Everybody's
good
trying to
because
model.
that means that we're going to get back to fucking good basketball.
Yeah,
because like that is the one is okay. So the only advantage I have over you guys is watching a lot of basketball.
Yeah,
and there was a time, yeah, dudes were getting cooked, but by far you saw better defense and offense. Games were so much more. I'm sorry, like the playoffs that I remember growing up were some of the most exciting things I've ever seen. And in the last decade, I've enjoyed less and less. Like every once in a while you'll get the good series, but by and large, most of the series are like you get 2-3 blowouts, maybe 1 or 2 good games, but somebody always, you know what I mean? And it's like,
yeah,
I don't know. I feel like game 7s have gone down.
No, I agree with you.
You know what I mean?
It's
So
not as exciting as it used to be.
No, and if the league is going back to that, where these teams are like, nah, dude, you need to be able to do both, then good.
Yeah,
because that means games are going to get so much better.
They were making like rule change recently. They were having discussions about changing some of the defensive rules, like letting hand checks. I know they still might have to talk about those rule changes, but they should
because
definitely
they've also
implement them.
weakened the deep. Like they've also taken like handicapped defensive players.
Yeah, they have.
And it's like just for the game to be more exciting. Like no, that's people love the game not just for the dunk. They love fucking watching. Fucking 2 guys go at it. The crowd is screaming defense. There's fucking it's a tied game. Like
Yeah, competitive. I want it to be competitive,
dude.
yeah,
They don't. Yeah, it's not all about let's.
I don't want to watch no blowout because I'm an NBA fan and like I love the NBA. Like we're doing this because we're NBA fans, and I want to watch like competitive basketball. Like when me and Rage do breakdowns of like games, like we want to see like great games. We don't like watching blowouts all the time. You know, it's like
yeah, dude. That's good to hear that. That's what people think is happening. That's really
yeah. So yeah, because he Paul George was saying like basically that Boston, everybody's gonna try to model Boston's roster build, because if you look at Boston's roster, everybody, I think their starting 5, everybody could score and everybody's great at defense, but like I guess everybody can score, everybody can play defense.
But you also notice like the Denvers, the Boston, like team, they're also getting high IQ basketball players. And like and one of the most incredible thing to do, like especially if you look at Denver, it's like they got guys that easily could have been in a better situation to buy in.
Yeah.
And it's like they're just making smart moves, and it's like you can't tell me that Tatum and Brown almost didn't break up a handful of times.
Oh yeah, they were on the brink.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So it's like, and you see that you got guys that got high basketball IQ, you got guys that are willing to do the specific thing that the team needs. That's the other thing too. It's like I want to see more players willing to step outside of what they exactly want, that and more to benefit the team. Because sometimes it's obvious where a dude needs to change his game a little bit to fit, and you can tell the difference of guys like Aaron Gordon and all that. Like you can't tell me those guys didn't all change their games to like.
Oh yeah, there was a point where Aaron Gordon couldn't shoot like that, bro.
No, and he couldn't.
When he
and
first
like
got to the
now,
Nuggets, he couldn't shoot like that.
But the point being though is he's completely. It was kind of the thing with Melo. Melo let his ego and the fact that he was a star override his ability to play NBA. Whereas if he just would have been like, you know what, my time has come, but I can still shoot the fucking ball. Okay, you need me to be that dude that stands in the corner? I'll fucking be that dude. I'll be your Joe Harris. Like he could have done that quite a bit.
Yeah, I agree. As you think about it too, like it's hard to like if everybody can play defense on your team, that's when you like that's what Boston, right? They have no weak link. You know how like Luka always looks for like the weakest link? It's hard to find the weakest link on that team because like Al Horford could lock you up. KP is gonna block your shot. Drew Holiday's gonna lock you up. You know what I'm saying? Like it's hard to find a weakness if every single position can play defense or is good at something defensively. So it's hard to take advantage. It messes up like the switch hunting, the ISO hunting. Like it kind of messes that up.
It'll be interesting to see what if like how much better of like a coach Jordy Fernandez compared to what we've had, because I have a feeling like it's going to be night and day.
T-Rexy said that he thinks Mark's. Oh, he said he's not going to rant as much because we're rebuilding, and he said that he thinks it was Sai's idea, not Mark's idea. He said Mark's wants to retool. What do you think about that, bro? He's basically saying it was Sai's idea for the rebuild. He thinks Mark's was trying to get Donovan.
Yeah, I've heard this. I need more information because you can't tell me that Marks was not aware of like how difficult it was becoming to follow the plan about saying that how these stars want like basically what he said all the way up to it. Like they weren't getting what they wanted. Nothing was working out. Like you can't I don't know. I'm not full in on that. I'm pretty sure it was
I'm very confused.
Both had to come to Jesus moment, dude. There's no way there's no way that Marks is still the GM if him and Sai are not having some pretty open conversations about the direction of the team.
Yeah.
There's no way.
What I think happened, T-Rexy, is like Sai came out and said he did want to build the culture, and he was like his words were more rebuild worthy, and then Mark's words were more retool. But I think what kind of pushed Marks to the rebuild was when Mikal said he wants to go to the Knicks. Once Mikal requested, then I feel like Marks was like, damn, I've been thinking about building around Mikal with stars, and this guy's telling me he wants to go to the Knicks. Is like I gotta just fucking rebuild.
The reason why I'll slightly push back on that is clearly Houston and the Nets have been talking.
Yeah, but he shut
I'm
that
sorry,
down.
but hear me out. You don't just all of a sudden get a one-day offer from the Knicks and somehow pull off the Rockets thing at the same. That took some time.
No, but he shut it down at the trade. Like Houston shit was happening, but he shut it down at the trade deadline. We kept Mikal for the year. We went to the offseason, and then during the draft, 4 or 5 teams were calling for Mikal at the draft.
To be fair, I don't trust anything that comes out of his mouth. For all we know, he's been trying to do.
He's been trying to do that.
Like who the hell knows, dude? How many times did we see him come out and say one thing about players, and the coaches would say something, and then you would get a completely different message? It's just like I clearly think their head finally popped out of their ass and said, "Wait a minute, we better just fucking tear this down." And hopefully Jordy and the new guys put input in there. Hopefully things of some of it. I guess what I'm saying is hopefully some of the new blood maybe have said some things, because you can't just. There had to have been somebody smart in that room that's playing this out and go, yo, like, there's no way. As much as I don't like Sean Marks, like, come on, dude. Like, you guys
You
can't.
think he really had to come to Jesus, bro? I think
it
was a Mikal requesting. I think it was a combination of this: Mikal requesting and so many teams blowing up his phone about Mikal, and then the Knicks finally were just like, "Oh, these teams, he might do it." The Knicks caved and were like, "We'll give you whatever you 7 picks." Utah, Eric Slater just dropped a report. Utah said, "Oh, we're not matching those 7 picks for Mikal. You got it." You know, so I think it was a combination of that made Sean cave.
Do you think it could be a coincidence and Mikal just wanted to go to the Knicks after just being like, man?
Now I think he's wanted to be at the Knicks since the second he got in fucking Brooklyn. Do you
think that's a possibility that he just wanted to go to the Knicks and nothing actually transpired?
What I think happened is I think he's been wanting to play with his buddies, and you can't tell me they haven't all talked about that. What is it? Even Theo Pinson tweeted today and said, to McCall and Brunson, shut up. Y'all knew you were planning this. Like, even like I'm sorry, dude. Like, you can't tell me as close as they were that they didn't have any conversations about him coming over to the Knicks, and he's like, yeah. Like, nah, dude. I think he saw how much pressure he's going to have to deal with, and then he saw how the fans were treating him, and then, like, every time he would say, I think he was just like, nah, I'm good. Like, because he even had that video where he's like, I wasn't raised to just leave when it gets tough. That was determined to be a lie.
Like, shout out to Ken. He said the Knicks playoff run helped motivate the Knicks to overpay for McHale. They got convinced he'd be the missing piece. I agree with that too.
I agree with that too.
And I want to quit these narratives that I've been seeing about McHale, but like, because I love NBA YouTube and I watch a ton of NBA YouTubers, and you guys are overvaluing McHale to the highest degree. He's not what you guys think it is. First of all, he's not worth those picks. We all know that. And as far as scoring wise, he's terrible one-on-one. He's not good at breaking down one-on-one defenders. Everybody used to says, oh, McHale, he didn't play defense because he was our number one option. He was never our number one option. Cam Thomas was our number one option the whole season. And even McHale said he was our number one option. So McHale's not good at breaking down one-on-one defenses. He doesn't do that. His defense comes and goes. He might, with his butt buddies, yes, he might play better defense on the perimeter, but it's not no like, we'll see. That's a question mark. That's the question mark. Will he play better perimeter defense? One-on-one, he's not breaking down no defenses. He doesn't rebound. He doesn't rim protect. What else?
Who are you talking about?
Mikal Bridges.
McCall. Well, yeah, I mean,
people are like saying like he's going to be like some next piece for the Knicks. It's like he's not like that.
I'll say this. I truly also think McCall's streak caught up with him last year.
Yeah, and that streak's going to end with Tibbs. That streak's going to end with Tibbs.
Tibbs is going to run this dude in the ground.
He's not going to be play 82 games for 48 minutes.
However,
let me get with one thing about McHale in.
Yeah.
Last thing about McHale, right? When I said he doesn't break down one-on-one defenses, but he will be good if you run him off screens and you run him off the ball. That's where he'll be good. Like he'll average like 15, 16 points with the Knicks efficiently. He'll do that. I'll say he'll give you that. But if you want McHale to give McHale the ball and he's going to do some one-on-one craziness, that's not McHale's game.
Okay, now that we have another Knicks in here, I got to ask him this.
Yeah.
Make Knicks great again. That's wonderful. Question for you, because I remember Knicks Muse put out a tweet, and almost like days before the McCall thing.
Yeah.
Here, let me find it. And it basically was so close to the offer that winded up happening, and like Knicks fans were destroying this person. And then, of course, that trade almost happened to be exactly like that. And then everybody was like, they flipped up. They're like, oh no, this is perfect. This is not an overpay. Like, I gotta know, do Knicks fans look at this trade as like an overpay or not? Because there's no way McCall's worth that many picks.
He's not. The Knicks fans,
like, I don't care what anybody says. Like,
I'll say this: in the playoffs this upcoming season, if it still comes down to Jalen Brunson being the main guy or not, then we can say that was an overpay. Because for what it's worth, the main problem with the Knicks, despite all the defensive efforts from Josh Hart and OG and Hartenstein, despite Dante DiVincenzo coming in and being a main player despite being on the bench for most of the year, it pretty much came down to stop Jalen Brunson, you stop the Knicks. That is pretty much what it was, that, and it was the injuries. So if Mikal Bridges can somewhat help Brunson when it comes down to those crunch time minutes, then that's what he'd be most useful. Overpay. If OG and McHale and all these guys come back and they can make Brunson's life easier, then I'd say that's worth 5 picks, because then that means you.
Well, how many? What was the total? What was the end total? Was it 5, 6, or I couldn't remember. What was the?
I think 5 from the Knicks, and then a pick from the Bucks, and then like a.
It was swap. 6 picks. It was 6 picks from McHale.
Yeah. We got another. Yeah, we got the one from the Bucks in there.
But they did an unprotected swap. I mean, one pick was an unprotected swap. It was technically 5, but there was an unprotected swap. Make the Knicks great again. Yeah, he's not supposed to be breaking down. Yeah, okay. So if you're the
he
Knicks,
doesn't
right?
say it's an overpay. It's totally because see, that's the other thing. We just had a whole season of Knicks fans telling us how shitty Macau was, and he's not a number one. And now all of a sudden he gets superstar pick level, and it's not an overpay. Come on, dude. Come on.
He's not worth 6 picks, bro.
That is
But
not.
KD
That is
didn't even go for
like,
that. KD didn't even go for that.
dude.
That's the craziest part.
Listen, I get that he is like, I can, if the argument is maybe more of like he's perfect for the Knicks, I can understand that, but he's still not worth that many picks, even if that's the case. Like, I get that because like I do know he's going to fit better in there, and he is going to play better because he doesn't have any attention on him. He has no pressure. He can be the weirdo that he is. Like, and
yeah, I'm not saying he's gonna be bad for the Knicks. I'm just saying like
good
people
for
are overrating his skills.
but like let's not fucking overrate the skill and the amount of picks that he got. Like, don't do that. I'm totally that
he's gonna be good for the Knicks. Like I said, he's a good perimeter defender. He's not good interior defender, and he doesn't rebound. He's not gonna block a ton of shots. He's not a great rim protector. But on the perimeter, if he has motivation, and this is the thing about Mikal too that people didn't realize. Listen,
to roam for free.
Yeah, we watch Mikal every single game. There's things about Mikal, like if he's off or he goes cold for a game, he becomes disengaged. But now that he has his friends with him, that's gonna probably help him keep him engaged during the game. Because if he's cold, he goes like ghost. He goes ghost when he's cold. He goes ghost. You know what I'm saying?
He's going from a team of complete disarray, to a very well-oiled machine. He's gonna be much better.
He's gonna perform much better.
I still, at the end of the day, that is superstar pick level that you just gave to for Mikal Bridges, and let's not do that.
But Knicks fans are acting like, oh, he's gonna come in, average 18, lock down Luka and Jason Tatum and all these guys. Like he's not doing that.
I wish the Knicks said, you know what, Mikal, go lock up Jason Tatum and not tell OG to do that.
Yeah, he's not locking, bro. He's not locking.
You literally setting yourself up with that. There's a reason they still kept OG despite getting Mikal.
And y'all better hope that marathon every game playing shit. Ooh, that's gonna be a tough one to handle.
Yeah.
They better keep that man on ice, and they better keep him not playing anything during the offseason.
Facts. All right, we're done. We're done ranting about Mikal. We'll let you.
Hey, I mean, listen.
Knicks fans have fun. If you're Knicks fans watching, have fun now.
He's now in the category of Kyrie and KD and Harden. I don't give a shit anymore. You're gone. You're where you want to be.
I'd argue he's a notch. He's really like it's if KD, Kyrie, and Harden are on one level, Mikal is like right there with them, if not arguably over the top because of the theatrics with it.
For what? Are you saying for annoyance?
From a perspective of your team.
He's talking about most hated.
Oh yeah.
Fight with the other team.
Yeah, because it really did get it really.
He moved like a cheerleader the whole second half of the season.
Dude, we've never even listened, dude. First of all, we just had him, and it's like,
we
come on.
Quite literally saw him average 27. We know
what he can do. He is basically taken care of. That's why he was so butthurt when he left Phoenix, because then he gets there. Both him and CJ were like, "Gee, I don't know what to do now." Like, fuck, like you guys just watched him be the biggest bitch. Knicks fans talk shit about him, and now all of a sudden, because he's there, he's like, dude, come on, you're way over.
I ain't gonna hold you. We all like. I don't even think. Imagine if KD was like cheerleading for the Warriors the way Mikal cheerleading.
Yeah, exactly.
Jesus Christ!
Like, dude, literally would like walk. Yeah, end of that last Knicks game was all I needed to know about what a bitch he was. And I stuck up for him all season, being like, dude, the reason why he's playing shitty is because of the fucking coaching staff. So you don't know that I've already tore into Mikal or looked at why he was playing shitty. I took a lot of shit from Knicks fans because I stuck up for him. But in the end, his true colors came out about, oh, I don't leave when it gets tough. That motherfucker was planning this shit from the beginning.
Yeah.
Like, Mikal, like, yeah, okay, go ahead. You're right. You didn't overpay. It's totally cool.
And this is the
and you guys are now going to win a championship because of it.
He had the nerve.
He's going to be good for though, bro. He's going to be good. Go ahead, Charles.
He had the nerve to talk about some fucking leverage. Are you serious?
Yeah, nobody cares. No, we're not. Nobody's disputing what like he's gonna get. Oh, shout out to DJ. What up, my brother?
Yeah, shout out DJ. But what
No,
we talking about leverage?
nobody's debating that he's gonna get. Like I sure as fuck didn't say it, but like he's definitely gonna get points. But it's not. That's not what it's about, too. Though it's like you guys got to make it work, and I understand you guys are exciting, but you got to stay healthy. You're making your push right now. Let's see if it turns into a championship. Like
I'm saying that
you're putting it all in right now. Let's hope it works.
I'm saying that like people are treating him like he's Kawhi Leonard. That's why I'm not saying Mikhail's not going to be good for the Knicks. He's going to be good for the Knicks, but people are treating him like he's the next coming of Kawhi Leonard, and that's not the case. That's not true at all. He's not going to be that for y'all.
Just go back and look at what Knicks fans were saying about Mikal when he was on the Nets as well, and then look at the Nick Muse trade for possible trade for Mikal, and how he got flamed by so many Knicks fans saying overpay, and now all of a sudden it's not an overpay, which is kind of funny.
Well, look, at this point, thank you for allowing us to fully rebuild.
Yes, thank you.
Now we can actually have a legitimate rebuild. When's the last time the Nets had a legitimate rebuild?
Yeah.
Has it been a very long time? That's why I said
So
that's why I said yesterday too, that why the fuck, like we've tried these insta championships a long time. We started to rebuild when we had no choice. That's when Sean Marks got here. Let's try something different and stick with it for once.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, Facts. Cooper Flag, Ace Bailey.
Now we have 1,000 people in. Yo, every time. All right, I believe it now. I'm sorry. Every time I come back, every time I try to leave, 1,000. Now we have 1,000 people in the chat. All right.
I mean, I'll bet you it's partly because some Knicks fans hopped into
Knicks fans are in here now. Knicks fans are like, "Yo, what y'all talking about, Mikal?"
Well, the numbers are coming from Twitter because we only got like on YouTube we got like 50 because it's over. We were up higher, but the numbers are coming from Twitter. People are just clicking on it.
Yeah. Somebody said all the competing teams are going to be better come the start of the season. Would you guys want Cam Johnson? Yeah, same package. Yeah, I mean, if we can pull that off, yeah, I would do it.
I have a conspiracy theory about trading Cam and DFS.
I mean, if you can do it, great, but I have a feeling it's not going to be. But go on, Chubbs.
No, I'll save it until like maybe off season if we do a stream. But I do have a conspiracy about. I think Mark is working on a trade to send both of them somewhere.
I guess my thing is, again, this is where sometimes Marks gets too locked in sometimes, where he forces these, it's got to be this way, and then it does affect, like, this is the part that sucks about being fans, is when you find out, like, after the trade is done and you find out all these other potential trades that could have happened.
Yeah.
And you're just like, just don't force it. Just get these guys where they need to be. I mean, dude, you sent Mikal Bridges to the Knicks.
Yeah.
Who the fuck cares where you send anybody else from this point on?
Yeah, I mean, hindsight, you could argue the Jaylen Brown trade would have been much better, but at the end of the day, it's like we got our picks back and let's just move forward. You can't even dread on that shit no more.
Well, and yeah, you're right. Let's just get out of here, AJ, because we could keep going.
I'm saying we could.
Wait, what the fuck? I just saw Mitchell. Okay, never mind. I thought I got alert, but it was somebody else.
Everybody that pulled up on Twitter, YouTube. It's always fun to talk shit with fans and not and other fans from other teams. It's basketball at the end of the day. Another crazy fucking Nets saga is about to continue, and we'll see. Like,
yeah. DJ say, "Wow, I can't believe."
Yeah, you did, DJ. You did. But hey, DJ, don't worry. It's going to start cooking up more. We're going to be doing more streaming. I'm not going to be on Twitter Spaces nearly what I was last season. You will not be seeing me do almost every fucking game again. No. You gotta choose your games. The Yankees, bro. The Yankees do suck right now. They're in a slump. That is 100% facts. DJ, I still don't trust him either, but you got to admit the fact that he, some people are now see that's the part that people just don't like Marks enough that they're like, no, this was all Psy. But no, Let's see what he does. Let's see what he does. He's not done yet. I'm going to hold judgment until the roster is done.
Yeah. We'll see. We'll see what happens.
There should be
Fire
no
sale,
expectations for this roster. He
Nope.
should build the worst roster possible to lose us the most games.
Right? Like, come on.
And
Here,
I said it before,
act like
anybody that aids to make us, anybody that's trying to make us win more than 10 games next season needs to be booted out of New York.
You know what he needs to do? He needs to pretend like he's trying to win a championship, and then he'll build a shitty one.
I'm saying,
he's good, dude. I don't care what you
games
say.
with a roster that's meant to be
Marks
competitive.
has shown that he's good at rebuilding and coming out of shitty spots. He's proven that. That I will give him.
You guys so much. Kingdom on YouTube. NetsKingdom.net. We got new articles on NetsKingdom.net. Ray dropped a good article on Sean Marks, what he did to basically bring us back to rebuild era Nets. Cypher is also dropping articles. Shout out to Cypher. Hit that like button and heart the stream on Twitter. Appreciate you guys. I love y'all. Nets Nation. We'll be back
Later.